is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
GiveMeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. If Give Me the VIN doesn't beat a deal from CarMax or Carvana, they will pay you $100. It's as simple as going to GiveMeTheVin.com and entering your VIN or license plate number. If Give Me the VIN doesn't beat a deal from CarMax or Carvana, they're going to pay you $100. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Get ready for the ultimate freestyle experience. Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, presented by Spin Master. Full send family fun. Coming to Kia Center August 8th and 9th. Brought to you by BKD Tires, your local Ford dealers, and Morgan & Morgan. Visit MonsterJam.com today.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Orlando's premier comedy club and restaurant is the Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Nate Jackson Big Dog Comedy Tour on June 4th through 6th. And Jack Grady on June 7th. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and bar available, as well as parking discounts for all guests. Follow us on all social media platforms and get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com. We'll see you at the show.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, call us at 916-888-4000, 916-888-4000, if you'd like to learn more.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
The game started. Call your dad.
I'm on it, Ma. Hola, Pa.
Hello, hijita. I can't hear you. I'm at the stadium in Monterrey.
Hear a shout go together. Get nonstop talk, text, and data in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada with T-Mobile, America's best network. Switch on the T-Life app or on T-Mobile.com/connectate. On qualifying plans, not for extended international use. You must reside in the U.S. In primary usage must occur on our network. Best based on analysis by Ookla. Speed test intelligence data to age 2025.
Breaking news, it's been extended. The Memorial Day sales event, extended. RC is on site in DeLand.
Jan, these folks know how to party. It's Memorial Month, and it's been extended through Monday at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Memorial Day savings all month long. Look at this happy customer.
I was buried in my trade. I had like 20 payments left, but you got me out, RC. Woohoo!
That's right, I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade. And what about you?
Well, I saved a heap of cash. Got a new Outlander, only $349 a month.
And Outlander SUVs received the highest IIHS safety rating. Plus, get 0% financing for 72 months.
They got 200 certified pre-owned, many under 20 grand.
RC got me approved with a local credit union. Yeah, I got a low rate, too.
It's Memorial Month. New Outlander SUVs, all the tech, third row seating, and a lifetime warranty.
At RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand.
Just 2 miles off I-4. RCHill.com.
Offers plus tax tag entitled to qualified buyers.
Be on the lookout for the Real Radio Street Team, sponsored by Farrah and Farrah, Orlando's accident attorneys, at events around Central Florida for your chance to win tickets to upcoming events and other great prizes. Get a complete listing of upcoming events at realradio.fm/events.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Birthday. That's birthday. Enter it now.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie starts now.
It is Monday, June 1st, 2026. Lots to get to today, from Is This the End to America's 250th anniversary party in Shambles. And is Joe Rogan about to be hired by 60 Minutes? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. C-Late is here.
Mostly, yeah.
And so are you. You can send us a dispatch. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Good. You know, it's a Monday. It feels like a Monday to me.
You don't have any pep in your step today, man.
I'm getting a little peppy, you know.
Oh, wow, but you went on a vacation. You took Friday off, and you come back, and there's zero pep in that step, man.
You know, a couple weeks ago, I came in on a Monday, and I had a very relaxing, do-nothing weekend, and I was like, oh, I'm good. This is great. And you didn't believe me. You're like, something's wrong. You're lying. You're pulling a scam. Something's going on. And this is a normal month. This is a Monday.
There's no perfect answer for you, okay?
No,
on a Monday.
no.
Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter what your demeanor is. I'm going to call it out every single time. It's just the way it's going to go. Here on a Monday, we have a lot to get to on the show, including one of the things we're going to do today before we get to the opening clip. I want to tell you all show long, we are going to be doing Rate My Blank. And I want to try to utilize the app and the website and all these different ways. It's kind of a giant test in a way. I want to see your home screens on your phone. All right. C-Lane's like, let's take a look at their home screens. Let's see how sloppy these people are. Let's see what we can learn from them on their home screens on their phones.
Should we show ours just to kick it off?
Let me see. I mean, yeah. I got stuff I wouldn't necessarily want to show.
What do you have on your home screen that you wouldn't show?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's a little bit complicated. But there's stuff that technology wise might expose something that's on our network. I don't know. I want to see your home screens. All right. So give us a shot of your home screen. Submit those as dispatches. We're going to read into them and see what we can learn from you. Number one. And number two, we'll pick a winner today. We'll hook you up with a prize for Rate My Blank.
I just almost sent mine and I realized I do have to censor something out of my home screen.
See, look, I think this is happening. Somebody says phone or desktop. Phone. All right. Also, they're saying we're not showing ours unless you show yours. I mean, all right.
I'll censor mine, but yeah, I have a calendar widget on my home screen, and it's got an address on it that I probably should not show.
Oh, and it's got all your scheduled sex sessions in there too. So it's like Monday's not a sex day.
We don't schedule those anymore. It's not.
Tuesday's definitely not a sex day. Wednesday though, my God, good times over there. All right, we want to see what you have. So Rate My Blank. Let's do Rate My Home Screen today. Send those in. We will try to read into your home screens on your phones and see what we can learn from you as we roll on. Right now, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening to this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a little fat kid on a scooter, everybody.
Aww.
That's right. Yeah. This little kid, I don't know if you were ever like this at any point in your life,
yes.
Sheila.
No,
Not Dude, I realize how that sounds. I will walk that back, all right? It's not about him.
You sound like a pretentious white guy that doesn't see color. I don't see color. I don't know if you've ever been fat, C-Lane.
It's not about that, all right? This little kid found that somebody was talking to his grandma, and the person was like a salesperson talking to his grandma, and the little kid rolled up on his scooter, big mad, to defend grandma from who he thought was a bad guy salesman. And I love it. I love it. He's so little, this kid, riding up on his scooter, no shirt on, little fat belly hanging out. Let's watch what happened here.
Can he say that again?
I said, you can sell that to me, but I'll sell you a punch in the gut.
Yeah, right. Oh, you're coming in hot, little guy. He said, I says. First, he's like a tiny little foghorn leghorn coming in hot, right? You know, he's like, I says. And he must have already yelled something at this salesman guy who's filming this, because the salesman guy goes, look, here's the deal. Do it again. I want you to do it again because I'm filming now. And the fat kid comes in and throws his scooter down, and he said, you could try to sell that to me, but I'm going to sell you a punch in the stomach.
Punch in the gut.
A punch in the gut. Yeah. Well, I don't even really understand it's kind of like, you're going to sell me a punch in the gut? Okay. All right. Well, he's got more. He's upset here, right? There he is.
Can he say that again?
I said, you can sell that to me, but I'll sell you a punch in the gut.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because you're trying to mess with my granny.
Your granny? Is this your granny?
Mm-hmm.
We're doing her house for pest control.
He comes right up in the guy's face, man. This little kid. He's like big protective over grandma. He's like, this little kid's like, they're trying to take advantage of her. Now, maybe I feel like dad or mom might have sat down at some point in time and said, look, these salespeople are predatory. They come around these neighborhoods. They take advantage of old people. You don't let them do that to your grandma. Right? You see one of these salespeople out there, you offer them, you'll sell them a punch in the gut. All right? That's what you'll sell them. He's gotten up in this grown-ass man's face.
This kid sounds like his dad uses very old phrases, like very dated phrases.
I'll sell you a punch in the gut.
Like hair lip the governor. Like dad says stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff that dads say where you just kind of nod along and you're like, I don't know. That's like the one my mom used to say, what I told you about. Started a whole conversation on the show because I'd be like, my mom would always be like, oh, that thing's had the radish. And I go, what? All right, like had the radish meant like it's done for. You got to throw it away. You got to get rid of it. This little kid's dad says some stuff like that because I'll sell you a punch in the gut.
Yeah, we're doing pest control.
This little Bobby Hill looking kid. Like he looks like a mini Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
Like actually, I'm gonna take care of her spider webs for your granny. Isn't that not nice?
And then he just runs away. It's like, at the end, he just runs away. I don't know. Have you ever had a moment where you were protective over anybody when you were a little kid like that, or no?
I don't think I ever felt the need to like exert that or assert that on somebody. I was protective, but I never felt like I had to bow up to a salesperson or anything like that.
I would have been, I think, at that age. What's that kid? 3 or 4 or something?
He's probably 4 or 5.
5 years old, let's say. 5 years old. I don't think I would have the chutzpah, to use an old person phrase. I don't think I would have the balls to go up to
you a punch in the gut.
grown ass man to be like, I'm going to sell you a punch in the gut.
And I'm almost certain if I had spoken like that to somebody, I would have been in trouble.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. Well, those are trickling in. These rate my blank now. I want to see your home screen on your phone. We're going to see what we can read through with that. We've got a lot of stuff to dive into. Before we get into the America 250th anniversary stuff, which I don't even know if it's going to happen now. This is a lot, folks. This is our 250th anniversary. Okay. It's kind of a big deal, and it looks like it might be canceled.
So when I last was here on Thursday, we had lost Morris Day and the Time.
Yeah.
And we had lost Young MC. He's not going to come sing that one song, but he's busting a move out of there.
Right.
And I think maybe there was one or two others that were sort of on the fence, and now they're just dropping like flies.
Yeah, Martina McBride hit the second tower shortly after that. And then just one after another. And then all we had was CNC Music Factory. That was it. CNC Music Factory, which I learned on Friday was formerly called like two Puerto Ricans, a black, and a Spanish guy, or something like that. I'm not making this up. That was the name of the group before.
That
they were
sounds
called
like
CNC
Sean's
Music
dad
Factory.
explaining why they moved out of the acreage.
That's kind of. My dad didn't care about that stuff, but I can't let you besmirch his legacy. Okay, Russell Lawson doesn't have that much of a legacy on this earth, globally speaking. But so the 250th anniversary, they have all they're fleeing. You know, all we have is CNC Music Factory. And that ain't gonna cut it, all right?
And last I heard, they were still a maybe. They had not decided yet.
It's like we sent out an Evite, and all we got was one maybe from CNC Music Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have to remind you? I hate it if I do. I hate it if I have to remind you before the 4th of July. This is the United States of America. We are the greatest country on the planet. The red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes, baby. We do it the right way, okay? We make mistakes. Sure, we're not perfect. I understand that. But we're pretty damn good, and we're pretty hard on ourselves to try to be even better all the time, okay? We deserve the best performers you could ever ask for.
Ryan on YouTube says the Music Factory backed out. CNC will just be performing.
Our Willie says Milli Vanilli dropped out, too. The funny thing was Alejandro pointed out on the show, he's like, Milli Vanilli is not going to be playing, and they didn't even sing the songs. They weren't even... They were going there to, like, lip
and one
sync.
of them's dead.
Yeah. The whole thing is just, it's unbelievable. We deserve better than this for the United States of America's 250th birthday. So we'll get into the drama behind that going on in just a bit here on the show. Right now, let's do what we do. Let's take a look at the box office over the weekend. How did everything do, huh? How did we do at the box office, friends? Well, I'll tell you what happened. The little guy, well, kinda, the young upstart won again. The #1 movie in the United States of America, that great country I was just telling you about, is a little movie from A24, the biggest hit in the history of A24, called Back Rooms, with $81 million this weekend at the box office. $81 million. This is a movie made by a young guy who did his first movie on YouTube. He's 20-something years old. 20? He's 20. He's 20 years old. He's now 7 years younger than the previous record holder to have a #1 box office movie.
He looks like a kid.
He does,
kind
right?
of. I mean, He's got like that curly, short hair, baby face.
He
20
made a
years
damn
old.
YouTube movie. They said, let's take this Back Room, which was the YouTube video that he made. Let's take Back Room and make it into a movie called Back Rooms. And he made $81.4 million. It's a crazy story. I'll give you more of the background on him and how this all came about in a little bit here on the show.
The kid that has the #1 movie in the box office was born after I graduated high school.
Check this out. What about Obsession, the #2 movie at the box office? How old is the guy behind that one?
Let's see. Obsession?
Pretty young, too. Yeah. Obsession. And Backrooms brought out a lot of guys. 62% male was the audience. Big Gen Z. Gen Z showing you they don't care about the Star War. All right? They're not interested in the Star War. John Schwartz says on YouTube, what's the plot? The plot is literally just about they're in some office and they find that there's a mystery door, and then it just keeps leading into more and more and more and more rooms, back rooms, and that's it. That's the plot of it.
Curry Baker is the guy that did Obsession. 26 years old.
26. The #2 movie in the country. $26 million for the 26-year-old guy behind it also came from YouTube. Much like Markiplier before them with that, the other movie. The whole Iron Lung was Markiplier's movie, by the way. The whole genre of horror is being taken over by young people, and I love it. It's being taken over by low-budget movies that are making big money because kids don't care about the Star War, the 85th Star War, okay? It's over, all right? Eddie says he cares about the Star Wars. You're the last one, Eddie, okay?
Why are you calling it a Star War and not Star Wars? Are you going Arrested Development on us?
It's a Star War, okay? Go see a Star War. Mandalorian and Grogu, the Star War update, is number 3 at the box office with $25 million. That's down 70% first weekend to second weekend. The Star War is down 70%.
Now you're just being obtuse. Now you're just doing it to be obnoxious.
It was front-loaded with all the final lines of Star Wars fans. They all went out there together to see it the first weekend, and then it fell all the way to third place, just barely above Michael, and then the breadwinner in fifth place. That's that. I mean, it just shows you what people want. Young people are over it. They're done with your big, fat, bloated budget movies. They're done with the traditional Hollywood nonsense. It's time that they take the baton, and they're doing it at the box office. And I could speak for Obsession, the second movie in the country. It is a pretty damn good movie. All right, it's a good ride, a good time, and I liked it. But tell us what you thought if you went to see it, and what you think of these young folks sort of taking over in the Hollywood grind. Also, a couple of emails to get us started real quick. Here is Amy, who says to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, I have never felt more connected to anyone. Oh, okay. I've never felt more connected to anyone than when Sean, hi Sean, hey C-Lane, was talking about graduation ceremonies. I agree with every word Sean said. That's it. Just heads nodding out there. All right, C-Lane, when I'm talking about these things, people are, yep, uh-huh.
What did you say about graduation ceremonies?
It's called balance, parent, learn it. They need to be self-motivated, not rewarded or motivated. Oh, I said there's too many. This is just true. There's too many graduations. I've seen on social media over the last couple of days of graduation season.
Facebook,
I've seen
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see
kids
this?
Graduating from third grade to fourth grade. I also brought
That's
up a
not
point.
a graduation.
It's not, right? It's not. I also brought up a point about like little kids' birthday parties. Like there's somebody I know that had a themed birthday party for their 2-year-old kid. Like it's over the top. It's lost.
I thought it was a brilliant time. Everybody loved it. All right.
No, not you. No. This guy goes to a different school. This is a totally
your
totally
boyfriend?
different place. That's how they learn to regulate their emotions and actions, says Amy. Anyway, loving the show. Thank you for the work you're doing to create great/good content. Always looking for that great/good content. Amy in Texas. Thank you, Amy.
Graduating from third to fourth grade that's fake. Are there
the
schools,
Billy Madison way?
Schools doing that?
Yeah. The parents are doing that more so.
So wait, what are the ones that we have now? You graduate from kindergarten, which I think that one is kind
stupid.
Yeah. So,
Pre-K?
What did you do before kindergarten?
Yeah. Fifth grade, if you graduate out of elementary school, that's the first thing I'll give you.
Right.
Like, congratulations, you made it out of elementary school. You're legally required to do that.
I don't remember if we had a middle school graduation ceremony. I'm assuming we did because you're switching schools. Like you graduate from that school, but I don't remember. Of course, I remember high school, but kindergarten. You just want to dress the kid up in a cute cap and gown.
It's too much. She agrees. She thinks it's too much. We'll see what you think about this. We'll get into the details on what's going on behind the scenes as America's 250th celebration is kind of crumbling over here. I want to eventually, at some point today, get to this massive Lego drama that exploded online. If you haven't heard this story, it's going to be a movie, man. I'm telling you. I know I'm telling you about stolen Legos, but it's going to be a movie like Backrooms or any of these other ones.
I didn't watch the last Lego movie, so we'll see if this one piques my interest.
This one will captivate you, I promise. Also, when we come back, there was a big boom over the weekend, a mystery boom heard in Boston, Massachusetts. What was going on? I'll play the audio for you and explain what happened because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still looking at some delays on I-4 westbound today for those traveling by the major attractions exits this morning. No problems to report right now on the 408 or 429. Things are looking good north and...
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome behind the scenes. See you later, real quick. On Friday, the camera was freezing a lot during Skull Mike. I don't know why, but we had to keep restarting OBS. Just a heads up. Okay, everybody. Going to talk about the contract and a shocking reason why radio could be about to change forever. I mean it, like legitimately. Why radio could be about to change forever. Forever. We'll talk about that, I think, at noon today. I'll give you that and the contract negotiation update all in one. Buy iHeart stock? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Is it video podcast? No. No, but iHeart is launching a thing where all the shows have video podcasts, I think. I don't know that that's going to be a way many people watch. I think most people who watch video on demand, I think, watch on YouTube, at least for us, for our audience. And then I saw Apple Podcasts release the ability for anybody who has a podcast to have a video version of their podcast as well. That was like a couple of months ago. But for me, I think we'll participate in whatever, but YouTube is the video focus, I think, for most people on demand. At this point, with all the teases, I'll be disappointed if the show isn't canceled. Do you really mean that? God, that's messed up, man. What the hell is that about, Arnott? It's gonna be disappointed if the show isn't canceled. Got a Netflix deal yet, like The Breakfast Club? I would never have done that deal. Nothing, like Netflix is obviously a massive platform and all that, but Netflix is like still behind a bit of a walled garden, and it feels like satellite radio. Whereas YouTube is like, that's the platform. It's like if you put it on YouTube, there's no restrictions on who can watch it, generally speaking. Obviously, there's age restrictions on certain content. Starting the show from the beginning, hearing Sean describing the plot of Backrooms. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it wrong? Isn't the plot of Backrooms like I bet if I look it up, it says something like this. The plot is like people in an office discover a secret door that leads to all sorts of backrooms. Is it? Am I not getting that right? I'll be mad if iHeart doesn't agree. Are they going to buy Sirius? It's not that. There's something much more drastic that's coming to radio that I think legitimately could change radio forever. We'll talk about it. Okay, 2 minutes. What's that thumping? You're going to find out. You're going to find out, CNJ Forge. Totally not Backrooms. Didn't see the movie, just know the lore. Okay. Ready? We're doing this. Let's see how wrong I got it. Ready? Okay. Backrooms plot. Okay. Plot. Hang on. A furniture store clerk named Clark finds a portal in his shop's basement that leads to a mysterious space with no apparent end. It spreads in all directions. It's filled with abandoned junk and illogical architecture that makes absolutely no sense. Tell me if that sounds pretty damn close to what I just said. Yes? That's almost exactly what I just said. How about backroom showcase of Sean's house? No. Don't be spoiling? I mean, I don't even know anything to spoil. I haven't seen the movie. But I'm pretty sure it's based on the backroom YouTube video that you could just go watch on YouTube right now. So I don't know that it's like super spoily. Welcome in, everybody. TNJ Chat, YouTube, Twitch. Interesting revelations on the way on the show today. Don't miss anything. Now I have a question for you, chat. Are you going to watch any of the coverage of America's 250th birthday? Are you planning on celebrating America's 250th birthday? Those are your questions as the 4th of July approaches and the event is crumbling.
By Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Michelle McPhee, and in my new podcast, Kingdom of Fraud, I'm unraveling the strangest criminal alliance I've ever reported on. A polygamist from Utah and an LA Armenian businessman.
$1 billion fraud.
But how long can this alliance last?
Is somebody coming after me?
Search Kingdom of Fraud on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisor. Visit TrajanWealth.com.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Birthday. That's birthday. Enter it now.
Your front row seat to the most viral stories in the world.
Happening. I'll give you all the drama on this in just a moment here on the show. Welcome to the world's most viral newsroom. Join us over on the website or the app at thenewsjunkie.com. I added the app links as people start to download the app and check it out and stuff. I added the app links over at thenewsjunkie.com so you could see it for iPhone or Android devices. Jump on board with that. I got an update headed for iPhone users. It's already out on Android. That will probably be out today or tomorrow for iPhone and Android. And then I'm pretty sure we're in a stable spot with the app. We can kind of just leave it there. It's fantastic. It's awesome. I think it's a game changer, and I encourage you to go get it. Okay, before we talk about America's 250th concert that's kind of falling apart here, and the statements about this, and the artists
concert
and all that
question
good stuff.
mark.
Yeah, concert question mark. I mean, we literally don't know. It's falling apart right now. And my argument that stands is America is a great, great country. I'm proud to be an American, as always. And I think that a 250th celebration is important, so we should celebrate it. But this seems like it's not going well. You know what I mean? Like, we can't ruin our 250th birthday as the United States of America. That seems like a bad thing.
I just don't get, how they can't find people that would say yes to this. There's got to be people that would say yes to this.
I think
is
it's
Kid
because
Rock busy?
I think it's because there's some people who are scared. It's kind of like how it used to be if you were going to say that you played at SeaWorld, and then all these little fringe groups on the internet would bully your band or your rap group or whatever. And then people who are in these groups would be like, whoa, we didn't know about this whole Blackfish thing. We're no longer performing at SeaWorld. And then finally, bands got tired of that nonsense and told this loud, squeaky, annoying part of their audience to piss off. And that they did.
And then you have videos like the Yin Yang twins twerking up at SeaWorld, and it was fantastic.
Now it's a party over there. People are like, all right, we're over all this stupid stuff where these loud, squeaky losers complain about everything and bully everybody. That happens because this is like it's been turned into a political thing. Like it or not, it's just been turned into a political thing. When I don't think it should be. I think it just be a celebration of America 250 years in. Fireworks, red, white, and blue, little kids waving little flags, veterans, all that stuff. I think that would be a perfectly good thing for all of us to celebrate together. But I wanted to tell you at the top of the hour today, I'll give you an update on the latest on my contract situation. I got less than 30 days on my contract here at iHeartRadio. And information has come through in the last, I will say, week or so that has led me to believe that there are some other problems on the horizon. And we'll talk about this because I think we need to talk about it. We'll talk about it at the top of the hour. All right, we'll talk about it at the top of the hour. That's 30 minutes from right now. I think this, if what I'm hearing is true, all right, and I hear a lot of things. I've been in this industry for a while. A lot of people listen to this show in the industry. A lot of them, a lot of program directors listen in right now in this moment. If what I hear is true, I honestly believe it will change radio forever. All right. Like, I don't think that's too fine of a point to put on it, but we'll discuss that. We'll talk about what's happening with the contract about 30 minutes here on the show. Right now, let's talk about the America 250 concert. I think the concert part might be over. I think that one might be over because I see this. This was the first post we should talk about. The president said, I understand artists are getting, quote, the yips having to do with their performance on Wednesday.
Wait,
now,
that's when the concert is? Wednesday?
It can't be, right? He did say Wednesday, though. He said Wednesday. Does he mean like, is it this coming Wednesday? I thought it would be 4th of July.
No, maybe. Well,
is it not?
No, America is Back rally on Wednesday. He says towards the end of that.
Yeah. So I think it's not like aligned with the 4th of July, obviously. But Trump says, I understand artists are getting the yips, which I believe, leave me alone on this one. I believe that the yips is a thing you get in baseball where all of a sudden your pitching kind of just goes a little wonky and they call it the yips when a pitcher gets this. And
I've heard about it in golf. A lot of people talk about the yips, golfers getting the yips.
Okay. Maybe it's a golf thing and not a baseball thing. I understand artists are getting the yips having to do with their performance on Wednesday. So I'm thinking about bringing the number one attraction anywhere in the world, the man who gets much larger audiences than Elvis in his prime, and he does so without a guitar, the man who loves our country more than anyone else, and the man who some say is the greatest president in history, the GOAT, he says in all caps, Donald J. Trump, he says of himself, to take the place of these highly paid third-rate artists, end quote, and give a major speech rallying the country forward like I have done ever since becoming president. Now, I'm going to stop there. It's a weird move to choose people and invite them to perform at an event, and then when they get the yips or whatever, when they bow out, you're like, these are third-rate losers.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, well, you selected them. What gives? I don't understand. You can't say that they're third-rate losers. These are the people that you picked for the event. That doesn't make sense. The so-called artists, in quotes, that get paid far too much money.
I never really liked young Mick.
Who aren't happy, he says. Yeah, you're not happy, man. All right?
You're not happy, man.
You're not,
Man.
he says. And so Trump says, he continues here, 2 years ago, the United States was dead. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. I don't want so-called artists that get paid far too much money who aren't happy. I want to be surrounded by happy people, smart people, successful people, and people that know how to win. So by copy of this truth, I'm ordering my representatives to look at feasibly doing an America's Back rally on Wednesday in Washington, D.C. Same time, same location. Only great patriots invited. So C-Lane's not allowed to go.
Oh.
It will be a wild and beautiful celebration of America. But then I believe there was another post. Let me see. Truth. I thought there was another post where he was like, cancel it. We're done. We're canceling the whole thing. So that's why I'm unclear as to what's really going to happen here. I really think maybe this will just be whatever the hell is happening on Wednesday, and then everybody can have a really big deal for the 4th of July.
He said like a cancel it thing really quick before pivoting to talking about the Kennedy Center.
Okay.
I have one quote that says, "Cancel it just like I canceled my involvement with the failing and unsafe to be in Kennedy Center."
Where did he post that? I don't see that one.
I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
It's all Truth Social.
But he did say cancel it. So now I don't know if we're doing it or not. And I'll tell you, this is sad. It's America's 250th birthday. We need to get it together. We need to get everybody to come together and say that, at the end of the day, we're all Americans. We were lucky enough, many of us, to spawn here. And our spawn point is a good one. And let's look out for the red, white, and blue for the 250th anniversary of America. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is Metallica. Yeah, that's
I'm
what
really
we
surprised.
deserve.
Like, what? Nobody's called Lee Greenwood yet?
Yeah, he's tired. He's old and he's tired and he just can't do it anymore. But America's 250 seems to be in shambles. It's not going well. I don't know why, but it just seems like that's the case right now. Let us know what you think. And if you plan to celebrate in some way. I didn't know it was this Wednesday.
If I were in any way involved with this event and all my people are dropping out a week before it, I would not be. It would be a very stressful situation for me, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, could it be when they signed the Declaration of Independence? But that wasn't until August 2nd. So, I mean, why June? Why June 3rd? What's the June 3rd tie-in that I'm missing there? Is there something else? Was that maybe when it was drafted or something? There must be some day that this ties into in June. 11th of June to the 4th of July was when the independence was drafted. 4th of July, 1776, obviously, 250 years ago. But, this seems like something we got to get into order here. We got to let the non-political people take the reins and get moving here. I think we need to fix this damn thing. Speaking of fix this damn thing, I will tell you that right now, because it is June 1st, it's a free clean scoreboard for gifters over on thenewsjunkie.com.
I saw
That's
that.
right.
I saw that during the break, and I was like, wait, what happened to our score? Oh.
Yeah, it's a new month. So it says no gifts yet this month. Nobody has gifted subs just yet. So you can get your name on that leaderboard as we kick off the month of June. I hope you do over there on thenewsjunkie.com. Speaking of that, oh, God, did we have a lot of people respond so far to the show us your home screen?
Oh.
So we're going to have to do some rounds of that here. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's a lot of... All right, I got a seemingly endless scroll of these, but we will start sorting through these. We'll get the first round of them in next.
Very easy one to participate in because anybody who has the app clearly has a home screen, so it's right there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so if you have, and we better see it on your home screen too. That'll be something that we read into here, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get shamed if you show us your home screen and the News Junkie app is not on it.
Let us know. We'll get to the first round of those in just a bit here. There was a sonic boom in the Boston area this weekend. Here was the report when it first came through. This event is a widely felt sonic boom from a suspected bolide. Anybody heard of a bolide?
No.
I think it's like a little asteroid or something from a suspected bolide. There was a widely felt sonic boom scaring everybody in Boston this weekend.
A bolide is an exceptionally bright, I don't even know if we're saying that right. Bolide, is it?
Bolide.
A bolide.
Okay.
Exceptionally bright meteor that often explodes in the atmosphere.
Okay, so it's a meteor and it caused a sonic boom. Nobody knew what was happening. They thought there was something freaky going on. People are saying the ground was shaking in Boston. Unlike earthquakes, which occur at a discrete location in the earth, sonic boom events occur along a linear path in the atmosphere. Therefore, the location provided is an approximation. While recorded on seismic sensors, traditional earthquake magnitudes are not appropriate for measuring atmospheric events. So they don't tell you how much of a shocker there was from the sonic boom in Boston this weekend. But people caught this on their cameras. This is inside somebody's house when their dog got scared because their Blink camera recorded the moment this boom that rocked Boston took place. That's it. That's actually pretty significant. This is just the security camera, and you hear a rumble, and then you hear a big boom. Rumble? Shake? Dog freaks out? That happened all over the city of Boston this weekend. And as I've told you many, many times on this show, it's from a bolide. I'm always telling you about the bolides.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You got to be careful.
How is it that we've gone our whole lives and not heard this word?
I don't know. We're not smart. That's what it is. Yeah. We are dummies once more. Did not know what a bolide was, but it happened. A meteor exploded off the coast of Massachusetts. Footage captured from this home featured a dog being startled by the noise. Everybody is okay as far as I can tell, but if you were in the Boston area, tell us about your experience.
If you had heard that at your house, what would you think it is? What would you assume?
I would think it was an earthquake. That's what I would think. I would think that it was an earthquake. If like rumbles and shakes are always earthquake to me. I might be wrong.
But do earthquakes make noise?
Just the rumble, though. It's
right,
like that.
I feel like I've just experienced an earthquake.
You don't know what I'm talking about? You never heard like the hum of an earthquake?
I've never been in an earthquake, and like I feel like any of the footage I see is just stuff shaking.
Yeah, it's shaking, but it's like shaking the foundation of your house. So it's like, it sounds like a didgeridoo, honestly.
An earthquake sounds like a didgeridoo.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Experts will agree, I'm sure. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get into the first
of many of those.
Rate My Blanks. We'll take a look at your home screens. You can watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. We got to get in one of the weirdest stories of the weekend. We got hookers in Hopetown updates. My God. And I'll give you the reason at the top of the hour why I think radio could be on the verge of changing forever, as I have less than 30 days on my contract. Timing just couldn't be better. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern.
Welcome behind the scenes. ScoMic activated. Hello to my ad-free streamers, secret show subscribers over on thenewsjunkie.com. It's pouring outside the studio right now. The roar of rain. Ever present out there. The roar of rain. Listen to that, man.
Fresh from Florida. Hey guys, Chef Justin, fresh from Florida here, reminding you that.
Oh, stand by. Stand by.
Locally grown.
Stand by.
Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine for everybody. Father's Day is coming up, and this Father's Day, if you're trying to shop for that dad who always seems to have everything, if they want it, they get it. They've got all the gadgets. They've got all the ties.
Stand by.
Treat them to luxury this Father's Day with a gift from Hammer & Nails. You've heard me talk about Hammer & Nails for a while now. The nation's first barber spa with certified artists.
Boom!
Perfect piercing, along with luxury options like laying caddies in a space.
Missy with the 5 gifted subs. Popping up onto the leaderboard.
I love this place. It's amazing upscale grooming
for a Monday. Let me see. What if I go over to the homepage? There she is. She's already on the top gifters list. Missy right there on thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you to Missy. The future of radio possibly, I think, in the balance. Huge changes coming. We'll talk about that at the top of the hour at noon. Big thanks to Missy. The gifted subs junkie, you bet your ass. You bet your ass, your front, your middle, and all things related. The future of this show is based on 2 things. 2 things. 1, secret show subscribers. So if you are a Secret Show subscriber, thank you. All right, you are the future of this show and the trajectory of it moving forward. You are the thing that makes this show bulletproof. It's the best way possible to show your support. And in fact, I made 2 things this weekend. One, signing up for a new account as easy as possible. And 2, signing up for Secret Shows even easier. So if you do want to support and want to be part of the future of this show, go subscribe to Secret Shows and unlock all of that access that's listed at thenewsjunkie.com/join. That's 1. 2, the future of this show relies heavily upon gifters. The people who gift to other people so they can experience Secret Shows and then realize, hey, this is pretty damn cool. I think I want to support the show and I'm going to sign up myself. So yes. The most important thing is that Sean stays alive. It's overrated. Do you have to show peen to be unbanned from the new app? No. Wait, you're not banned from anything, are you? You're not banned. And the peen people are gone. They're weirdos. They're gone. It's pouring rain and I'm stuck pooping in a porta-john? Right now? You're watching and pooping in a porta potty at this moment? In the pouring rain? That's awesome. 1 minute. We're back live. 1 minute. Don't forget, get the app in the iOS App Store or on Android. And Android, you already have what I think is like the final stable update for now. If you have any issues with the app, any problems, stuff isn't working, email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. The peen people will be back and in greater numbers, and I'm prepared for them. Prepared. We're coming back.
With EasyCater. Start an order at easycater.com.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Road trip? Let's go. But first, drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where our trained technicians only pour premium Valvoline oil for a quick and easy stay-in-your-car oil change. Go to VIOC.com for money-saving coupons.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit HBNUSA.com.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This
newsroom. So good to see you. So good to be with you here on a Monday. It's just you and us, baby. Welcome in and learn more about the show over on the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we have a little bit of time here before the top of the hour. At the top of the hour, I'll tell you the latest on the contract. I've got less than 30 days in my contract. I ran into like 3 people last night, and they're like, hey, man, did you sign a deal or what, man? I'm freaking out. And I said, I'll talk about it on Monday a little bit because a lot of people are asking. So I'll talk about that, and I'll talk about the thing that I heard. And of all the people in this industry, I probably got the most, what do they call them? Doves, ravens, little birdies in the most places.
I've never heard it ravens.
Crows, birds. I've got them in the right places, all right? So I will tell you something that I heard could be on the way. And the something that I heard that could be on the way will change radio forever if this is absolutely, truly going to happen. And I think it is. I think it possibly is. So that is one of the other things weighing on me as we have less than 30 days on my contract here at iHeartRadio. Okay, I want to mention one thing real quick. This is an important thing without a shadow of a doubt. And I want to say thank you to Missy.
Just going for it. This 30 days thing.
No, without a she. Missy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. The 5 gifted Secret Shows subscriptions, to be clear. You can nab one of those because there's only one of the 5 left at this very moment that I utter these words on thenewsjunkie.com or in the News Junkie app. You can claim your Secret Shows subscription courtesy of Missy. Thank you for gifting those. You also can get on the clean scoreboard for June.
I saw her on the scoreboard during the break, and I was like, that looks like the loneliest little scoreboard. It's just Missy. Just an Isle of One.
And I'm going to tell you, folks, the same thing I told the folks listening during the break on School Mike. You can watch when the commercials are going on YouTube and twitch.tv. And if you're a Secret Show subscriber, ad-free. You can watch the completely ad-free stream if you're logged in on thenewsjunkie.com. It's right there on the top when you're logged in. But I said, somebody pointed out the gifted subs thing, and I said, look, this is the most important thing for the future of this show, for the future of the News Junkie. 100%. It's 2 things. It's people who support the show by subscribing, Secret Show subscribers. I made it easier than ever to sign up on thenewsjunkie.com and easier than ever to sign up for Secret Shows this weekend. I put a lot of hours into making it a simple, seamless process because that's the future of the show. Those are the people that support us. So become a Secret Show subscriber, become a supporter, go premium over on thenewsjunkie.com. Those people are the future of this show no matter what. Number 2 is that the people who gift subs are incredibly important to the future of the show. Those gifted subscriptions get more people in the funnel. They get to check out Secret Shows and all the access you get with it. When they get that access and start enjoying that, they go, hey, I think I might want to subscribe. And on it goes. And that is how you, from within the bounds of corporate radio, set yourself up for the grand future and the great beyond. Okay? More about the great beyond at the top of the hour, as I said. Okay, a couple of things I wanted to work in. One, this is a weird one from this weekend. I've never seen this happen, and I would be freaked out, but it's also unbelievably adorable. I saw this video go mega viral of skunks wandering around these people's neighborhood, and they started filming it. And what if this was my house? What do you do here? What do you even do? Let's take a peek at this. You can watch over on YouTube and Twitch, of course, but I'll describe it for everybody else. These skunks are making a move.
4, 5.
They're
Where
going
are they
in the
going?
backyard.
No, they can't.
No.
They can't fit
No.
in. They
Oh my
can't go.
God.
First of all, so adorable. And second of all, they were trying to count them 4 or 5. I think there's like 6 or 7 of these things.
I'm trying to look for tails.
There's a lot of them. Right? Like there's a whole bunch of them all in a line. The whole family of skunks is in a line. Have you ever had a skunk at your house, C-Lane?
I've never seen a skunk at my house. I think I've only seen a skunk in the wild one time. And I was at Martha's Vineyard, randomly enough.
I've ever seen one. I don't even know what to do. If one was coming up to your garage, is there something you should do?
Well, don't piss it off.
Because they'll spray, right?
Yeah. And now, so I guess I know the answer to my first question. You've never been sprayed by a skunk because you've never seen one.
No,
do you know what to do if you get sprayed by a skunk?
I think you're supposed to, you got to clean up, obviously, to get the skunk smell off you. But is it tomatoes or something is one thing I've heard?
Like the remedy that people knew, you heard as a kid was you're supposed to take a bath in tomato juice.
Yeah. So I would want to stay away from these things, but they're so cute, these little guys.
5.
They're
Where are
going
they
in the
going?
backyard.
No, they can't.
No.
They can't fit
No.
in. They
Oh my
can't go.
God.
Are you videotaping this? Oh my God.
Oh God, our garage is open. Shut the garage. They're gonna spray us. Shut the garage.
Shut the garage.
Shut the garage, Sarah. Oh my God. No way.
They all went into some person's garage. I think it might be their garage. Ooh. What do you do? Now you got 8 skunks in the garage. Somebody says that's a big myth propagated by Big Tomato. Maybe it is. Tomatoes. I thought it was a tomato soup thing or something. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but it was so freaking adorable. I'm going to put this up on See It Now. Let me try to get a good shot here of the whole little skunk family on the move.
What to do immediately if you or a pet are unluckily targeted? Do not panic, but follow these rapid decontamination steps. First of all, stay outside. Don't walk into your house, or the oily odor will permanently transfer to your furniture, rugs, and air vents.
I'm sorry, did you say permanently?
Yes.
Okay, so this is something that could be a permanent problem for you. All right, that's kind of shocking.
If your eyes are burning, flush them immediately with large amounts of cool, clean water. Mix an oxidation solution according to the Humane Society formula hosted on Terminix. Combine 1 quart of 3% hydrogen peroxide, a quarter cup of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of liquid dish soap.
Okay.
Wash and rinse. Lather this fresh solution generously over your skin and hair. Skip the tomato juice. Banish the urban legend tomato juice or sauce only temporarily masks the odor rather than breaking down the oils.
Oh, so it is a myth.
Yes.
It actually is. All right, I'm going to put this up on See It Now so you guys can take a peek at that. Secret Show subscribers, by the way, see the endless archive. Every single post. There's no window for you where you can see the See It Now entries. For everybody else, you get like 24 hours or whatever, 48 hours or something before the window shuts, and then you can't see those anymore. But, yeah, it's crazy. Go look at that video. Tell us if you've ever encountered these skunks like this and what you do if that's the case. That's not even the weird story I wanted to get to. There's a story that's absolutely bizarre that we have to touch on here at some point. Hookers in Hopetown. Joe Rogan to 60 Minutes. What the hell? There's a lot coming up. But first, let's talk about Amy Kay's pulling triple duty this morning. They took her right off of returning from vacation.
And said, work more.
Yeah, they're making her pull a double today, so she'll maybe join us at another time. But when we come back, we'll talk about I've got 30 days left in the contract, so I have an update for you. And also, the thing that I'm hearing through the grapevine, that it could change radio forever. I'll explain. We'll see what you think about it. We'll all kind of digest it together, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The all-new and improved iHeartRadio app is now available with all new features. Download it for free and make Real Radio 104.1 your number one preset for a chance to win cool stuff at Real Radio events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center,
Hello. Sorry, I had to tell C-Lane about this vicious behind-the-scenes rumor that I've been hearing as of late. Gotta wait 2 segments for the payoff? What are you talking about? I teased. I'm paying off when I told you I was, which is next. Hey, Das Hefe. Hey, Stepafeet. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Josh, Alien_1. Fang Freaky-tastic says, my husband's aunt had a pet skunk. She had its scent glands removed. It was really cute. I saw this weekend, we took Lady out yesterday. Took her around a couple of lakes downtown for a walk. She loved it. She went bananas. She had a blast. When we're coming back, there's a big fenced-in property on the corner. And I start laughing because these people on the corner with this fenced-in, like, white picket fence, their little dogs come running out because they see Lady. And they're like, galloping through the yard. But they're little Yorkies. Like a little tiny Yorkie about this big. 2 of them. And little Yorkies are bounding toward Lady and hauling ass right up against the white picket fence. And right when they reach the white picket fence, they both simultaneously start barking, and both of their vocal boxes had been removed. And of all the people I would love in the world of pet care to throw directly in the GD wood chipper, those people are top of the list. It reiterated my belief that if you do that to your dog, you are an absolute monster. Not a fan. Hello?
Does the log look weird to you?
Yeah, it's executed.
Okay. I can't see if it's running.
Okay.
But I don't know when this break is up.
Okay, I'll keep my ears open.
Okay.
Okay. What's a white pickle fence? A white picket fence. I said white picket fence. Did I not? Did I not say white picket fence? A white picket fence. And these little... These little dogs were just like boom, boom, and then when they got to the fence, the white pickle fence. Now I'm trolling. The white pickle fence. They were like ha ha, like just trying to bark. These little Yorkies, right into the wood chipper. That's horrible. Should not be illegal. Or should not be legal. Just like cropping ears without a medical need. True. Like declawing cats. True. Any vet who does that to a dog or declaws a cat should lose their license to be a vet. Effing sick assholes. True. True. There is nothing else quite like those things, because these things are done that undeniably harm an animal, a poor defenseless animal's defense mechanisms for your pleasure. Because you wanted a little yappy dog for aesthetics, but you didn't want the yaps coming from the yappy dog. So you took out its vocal cords so it would be less yappy. And just, it still makes noise, but it's just like less annoying to you. So rather than like spend time with the animal and, try to be a good pet owner, you do this kind of stuff. Right in the wood chipper, baby. Right in the wood chipper. All right, we got one on the gifted scoreboard for the month of June. Let's go for number 2. Somebody who's never done it before, go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit that gift icon, and let's get your username up on the homepage for a June. The ultimate self-centeredness, true. All right, we're coming back in 1 minute. I'll tell you how radio could be changing forever based on some things that I am hearing. Some whispers in the wind, you might say. And I have less than 30 days on my contract. And it's time to talk about where we are on that. How much would I have to spend to give more subs than Sun State John? Right now, only 1 for the month of June because we have a clean scoreboard. But Sun State John is always in the wings. I want to see some new names, though. I want to see new names popping up. Jump on that leaderboard. All right, here we go.
Stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
Over and over and over again. Good God, that I hear some of that this weekend. Every time we got in the car, same song, same song. Hang out with us here, and let's laugh and talk about all things viral. Watch the world burn a little bit over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, here we are. See, Lynn, I'm staring down the barrel of a gun, for God's sake. It's
a little dramatic.
My contract ends on June 30th. And that will be the end of my contractual obligations with iHeartRadio. We are in an unbelievably strange and interesting time in this industry. And I've been lucky enough to be consistently employed in this industry for going on, well, hell, like 25 years now, I guess. Yeah, like 25 years. Quarter of a century, baby. People have been paying me at least a couple of shekels to stand behind one of these microphones and talking to it a little bit. And I've worked at stations all over the place, and you've heard the stories about that over the years. I've met a lot of people in radio. I've met a lot of people on the high end of radio. I was taught by a lot of people on the high end of radio. I was taught by people like Kevin Matheny, who some of you might know, you've heard of, or you've seen him portrayed in a movie. You know, a very, very interesting cat. Man who was a worker through and through, died at his desk working at KGO in San Francisco, California, a talk radio titan in the world of spoken word broadcasting. And it's not just because he had nice things to say about me, right? Not just because Kevin Matheny had nice things to say about me. Something about Sean is the future of the spoken word format. You know, these sorts of things. It's not.
It's weird that we can't go back to him and confirm that he did in fact say that.
You can find it on the record.
Very convenient for you that we can't confirm with Kevin Matheny because he's no longer with us that he said you're the future of spoken word.
You know why he said that about me? You know why he respected me? Because he tried to get me. He tried to get me to say WNBC, and then I refused. I said no, I won't do it.
You should have tried that method.
Yeah, I'm not. Imagine the level of success I would have had. So
expose it myself.
Long story short, I know a lot of people in the industry, and I'm thankful that I've been able to have a pretty fun career so far. But now I feel like I'm on the precipice of where I can break it full speed ahead, or I have to go in another direction, or I need another company that's going to show me more support than iHeartRadio has shown me over the last 10 years or so. And it's not to say they've shown me none, because they've certainly put a lot of faith in the show. They say nice things to C-Lane and myself all the time about the show. They're very, very, very supportive. In fact, some of the most flattering things that we've been told about this show are things from people who are in the industry. There's a guy one time who they aired the show in a great time slot, but they also put the show on another time slot. And we were like, why are you doing this in 2 time slots? And the guy was like, because that's when I drive home and I want to make sure I can hear the show.
What
too.
A flex.
And I'm like, wow.
What a flex. I loved that.
Like, dude, this is like in the industry, a program director heaping some kind of praise on you like that. Those are the reasons why I wake up in the morning. You know, that's what I'm doing all of this for. I love this stuff. Sometimes I feel like I'm the last one who does, who wakes up and just eats and breathes this stuff. But I love it. And I want to see if I can take this as far as I possibly can. So usually in radio, as you've probably heard me say before, at least at iHeartRadio, you have a deal where with 1 year left on your contract, they make your next deal. They do not let people go to the finish line like this. It doesn't happen. They, generally speaking, are signing deals or extending deals, as you may have noticed, C-Line, when people have 1 year left. They're like, oh, we're kicking in the contractual extension, blah, 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 blah. And then they run it down the line as far as they can. And in this case, I have less than 30 days on my contract, and I will not work without a contract. They asked me to do this before when I was at another time slot. They've asked me to do this previously in my history. I don't care. I mean, at this point, I've got enough money in the bank that if I didn't work for a little while and I was waiting for a deal to wrap up with one of the competitors, that would be A-okay. I'd be doing just fine. But by the way, live trivia ain't coming back. All right. Live trivia ain't coming back for any. Just stop that, please.
I don't know. I'm old Coderino here. That's what he calls himself, guys. He calls himself Coderino.
I said maybe Apple knows a good Coderino when they say that. I didn't say when they see them. I didn't say I'm the top Coderino, but I am the top Coderino. Just for the record. All right. So Coderino. Fair enough. So I have less than 30 days on the contract, and I told you that they had asked me to do a call last week, which they did, and I said, okay, I agree, and I was on the phone with the suits, and all of a sudden the whole deal fell apart. the whole deal seemed to start crumbling. I was like, I thought we were at the finish line. They literally told me, Sean, we're at the finish line. The Suits literally told me, Sean, we've got it there. We're at the finish line. I said, okay, well, that sounds sort of promising. And then during the phone call, it was like, well, we actually aren't doing this, and this. And I'm like, this is everything I'm asking for. So I told you last week, if you were paying any attention, that I was going to respond to the Suits email with one final email. And if they want to agree to what I'm asking for, fine, we have a deal. If not, the pirate ship sails out into the bay and we find out what's next, right? And I did hear back, actually. I did hear back from the Suits at iHeartRadio this weekend. And they said, they gave me a promising update. All right. They gave me a promising update. I have not responded because I'm not responding anymore. Hit me when you agree to the things that I've asked for in this email. And those things are that you show this show the respect that I think it deserves, and that you go with my plan to move things forward and blow this up as big as we possibly can. And it looks like there may be some movement on that. I expect to hear within the next 2 weeks whether they're going to give the thumbs up or thumbs down on this ultimatum that I've given the Suits at iHeartRadio. And if they do it, then it's going to be a huge, explosive final run for the show on traditional broadcast.
Final.
If they, well, I'm not doing this for a giant corporation forever. Like I said, the future of this show is our secret show subscribers, the people who support us, C-Lane, through these other elements and ways like gifting, subscriptions, and all of that stuff. That's the future of the show. That's how you get the most independence and you create the best product in the long term. But you gotta, if you really want to grab it, if you really want to grab the crown and hold on to it, you got to utilize the existing infrastructure before it all crumbles. And you have to get in front of as many ears and eyes as you can. And that, to me, right now means, with radio where it is, getting in front of as many people on as many stations as we possibly can in the great final hurrah, the big run up to the finish line before we explode and kind of do this on our own somewhere. So that's what the questions are all about. I've given them the ultimatum. I expect to possibly, I would expect to hear back from them in the next 2 weeks. And at that point in time, I'll do a last announcement of either we have a deal and here's what the deal is and here's what the plans are. And I'll just give you guys a State of the Union sort of for the news junkies.
Just read the whole thing. Just read. Come on.
Fourscore. No, that's not the State of the Union. All right. Okay. Hold on. I know. It's Gettysburg. I get
this
it.
This is why America 250 is crumbling. This is why.
It's true.
Read a book, man.
It's true. It's true. So here's the other thing that's got me swinging a little bit. As I said, have a lot of birdies in the radio industry, and I have heard something that I think it could happen, has a decent chance of happening, and will forever impact not just talk radio, but radio as a whole. And if you care about radio at all, this is going to impact you in some way. All right. The thing that I'm hearing is that there's kind of a lot to the conversations that are going on between this very big, it's the biggest name in podcasting and radio, iHeartRadio, aka iHeartMedia. There are some really, really big discussions legitimately going on between iHeartMedia and SiriusXM. All right. We knew that was kind of happening. There was some rumors. We got some emails internally about like, hey guys, everything's doing okay. Everything's fine. But even though there's talks of this stalling a little bit in the past couple of weeks, I have heard that these conversations are very much serious. SiriusXM. And here is what I have heard that really makes me wary about the Suits, that makes me wary about the industry and the future of radio in general. What I hear is there's an issue with this deal. And if SiriusXM closes on what they're looking to do and merges with iHeartRadio, they immediately want to sell off all the radio stations. All right. That is the big talk of town, is that Sirius wants the podcast side of iHeartRadio / iHeartMedia and isn't really that much interested in these sticks, as they call them in the industry, these stations, these radio stations that you know and love and that you've grown up with and listened to maybe your whole life. Like this fine radio station.
Stick referring to the tower that broadcasts the signal. That's
exactly.
when people say sticks.
Yeah.
That's what they mean.
So the rumor that's floating around is that if there was a merger between these two companies, they would want to immediately sell off all of the radio stations, which could be good and it could be bad. It could be good because that would allow for a lot more competition in the radio landscape, right? That would allow for the companies to gobble up a couple here and a couple there, and then more companies pop in, and it's not just, iHeartRadio and Cox and the big companies that are out there that throw these deals at people. It would mean that there are more options and more opportunities. But it could also mean a little bit of chaos. So if your plan is like, hey, here's the stations that I'm on, here's the future that I'm relying on, here's what I'm depending on for the next X amount of years, and then you don't even know if all these stations are going to be sold off, there's the kicker. All right? That's the thing. Now, I'll tell you, I'm not being secretive about this. My plan is to ride the wave like the Humunga Cowabunga from Down Under. All right? A couple of you will know what that is. There's a cheesy surfing movie where the guy surfs the biggest wave in the world, and he calls it the Humunga Cowabunga from Down Under. It's so bad. So I want to surf out on the biggest wave possible, getting in front of as many people on as many iHeartRadio stations as we possibly can. And that way, when we move to a more independent form of this, then we can have the most people coming along with us. You can't just start a podcast out of nowhere and get a huge audience. You have to build them up, and you have to have a way to get to those people. So you've seen me working at that, We haven't talked much about it, you and I, but you've seen me working at that over the last 10, 12, 14 years. And now we're at this precipice, we're at this moment where we have a lot of uncertainty in the industry, a lot of uncertainty about the future of radio, a lot of uncertainty about the future of the format, a lot of uncertainty about the company, a lot of uncertainty about where all of this goes. But I don't know, it's kind of exciting in a way.
It would be for you. It would be for you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, there's so much that is up in the air right now. And I just wanted to let you know where this was all sort of heading. And that's the direction that it's heading in. So I don't know what we'll hear from iHeart in the next 2 weeks. But if we do hear something, I'll let you know. If independent is the route, I'll let you know. We'll see. And I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all of you who are going to the next level of being a Secret Show subscriber. I appreciate all of that. And the gifted subs and all just drastically has changed the game around here. I've had a lot of fun in the last couple of months in particular, and I think we're doing some pretty good radio. I think we're putting out some pretty good content, and the numbers certainly suggest to iHeartMedia that or iHeartRadio that is happening. So there you go. That's sort of what's going on. That's the industry buzz. That's the talk out there that nobody else is going to tell you about. That's the uncertainty in which we find ourselves. And we'll see what happens over the next 2 weeks. Hang out with us if you don't mind. Quick break. By the way, Amy Caulfield will be back with us next Monday. She is pulling double duty today and just working her ass off. Just got back from vacation, and they go
straight back in.
Get into it. When we come back, we have so much more to get through. There is a new technology that is the worst idea in the world that's dangerous for all of us. We have to talk about this huge Lego drama that's exploding online. And the weirdest story of the week, I swear to you, the weirdest story of the week, that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need. Traffic's going to be stop and go once you get off the ramp from Florida's Turnpike to I-75 northbound due to an accident. That's off to the shoulder now. There's ongoing construction causing delays southbound on the Turnpike before U.S.
Microphone's on.
Okay, it's on a canvas board, which makes me happy.
Uh-oh.
Well, that means I can find a frame. So like,
We got to paint it. Can we show the painting? Or is it all locked up? I think we should. What do you think? New painting. New painting just dropped. What's this guy's name? T. Matthews or something? We needed a little color in the perfect spot over there. New painting. An original.
it's not a dog, it's a cat.
It's called Up, Up, and Away, #2 by T.A. Matthews. I think it makes me happy.
Makes me happy too.
It does. Now get it out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to see it again. Why are you all wet? Why is your ear wet?
Play water.
Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Hit. Get. Please don't make me yell.
Stay down. Come on, bud.
Go. Go. Thank you. See you later. Bye for now. Oh, you're looking ripped, huh? All right. Be safe out there, please. It's raining. Hey, everybody. The question is, in 30 days, will Courtney be allowed to go to Publix anymore? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It kind of fuels me. It kind of makes me excited. It's the most exciting thing I have going right now. Except for this. Hang on. Stand by. Stand by. Are you standing? Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Janine. Let me get it right. Janine with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Janine. Hang on, let me write this down. 5. Janine times 5. Janine with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Lovely Lolita. Oh, hang on, I gotta put this in. Lovely Lolita with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Lovely Lolita. Appreciate you. Appreciate the big support. And Ardness. Ardness223 with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Big support today. Love to see it with a fresh scoreboard. God bless you all, Tiny Tim. God bless us, everyone. Go claim those. People are grabbing them like crazy right now. There's 2 of them left. That's it. And I didn't even mention them on air. So we got Ardness, X5, and Lovely Lolita. And you're next. Let's see you with the gifted subs on a fresh month on June. As the rain roars outside the studio. As the rain roars outside the studio. Question, what do you guys think? If iHeartRadio merged with SiriusXM and sold off all of their radio stations, would that be good or bad? Just want to see what you guys think about that. Would that be good or bad? Thank you, gifters. True. Would that be good or bad?
It would undeniably change the marketplace. It would place onto the market the biggest stations in every major city in this country. It would undeniably create a bunch of new big broadcasting companies. You'd probably have a couple of people gobble up some here or there. Major figures in the industry like Randy Michaels would probably find an opportunity to get a couple of key stations that he's always wanted to get his hands on. It would diversify the industry for sure, but it could be bad. I mean, it could go many different ways, but it would change everything, undoubtedly. Hear that? Whoa! I really don't listen to radio except your show. It won't bother me? Well, thank you for that. God bless you. Coming back.
Each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing. Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio 104.1.
Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
Hey, welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. This is the News Junkie. Learn more at the website, thenewsjunkie.com, and grab that app. That is a little piece of freedom there, too. Available for Android or iOS. That's your iPhone over at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody is saying, and I've gotten a lot of emails suggesting this, too, like, hey, Sean, you should buy one of these radio stations.
Yeah.
If this big rumor is true that you're talking about, you should buy one of these radio stations. I'm like, okay, let me tell you a little something. If they sell off any radio station that we're on, okay, these radio stations are probably worth $25 to $50 million at least. Many of them are worth even more than that. These are very expensive 100,000 watt clear channel radio stations. Not Clear Channel as in the company, Clear Channel as in the technology. These are big sticks, as they say in the radio industry. I ain't buying a radio station in 2026. All right? Not happening. Not going to be a thing. Not on the horizon. That's 25 to 50 to more $1 million. There are a lot of people out there that have that money to throw around that will do it. That would gobble up a bunch of these stations if every single one of them went on the market real quickly. A lot of geniuses out there, a lot of people with some bankroll, a lot of Randy Michaels type characters out there. Love that guy. A lot of those people out in the mix, but that ain't me. That's not my path forward. I've already laid out a little bit of what my strategy is, I think. And if you missed that, go back on the podcast. Available after the show at thenewsjunkie.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just think in your head of the poster board that Kevin McAllister draws all of his plans on. That's a lot like what Sean's strategy looks like.
It's all in crayon. It's just like we do this, and then we do this, and then we take over the world. All right.
The F in gifted subs is backwards.
I wanted to share this story with you because it's absolutely crazy. And I have so many theories on what's going on here, but I have to tell you first, really quickly, Janine with the 5 gifted subscriptions over there at thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you to Janine. Also, thank you to Ardennis with 5 gifted subscriptions to Secret Shows. And lovely Lolita with 5 gifted subscriptions. All of them gone. Gobble, gobble, gobble. They ate them all up just like that. And hopefully you're next. We'll see what's going on. Now to the question, to the video that I don't know what to make of. I don't know what's going on here. And I'm interested in your theories. In New York City over the weekend, you might have heard of it.
New York City.
There was multiple videos of people climbing out of the sewers like the Ninja Turtles or something. And these people, they went in and they had like headlamps on and there were like a whole crew of them. And then they went out. Then they got out of the sewers. Here's some example footage for those of you watching on YouTube. I'll put it up on See It Now as well on the website and the app. Here they are. They're climbing out center of the road. This guy just pops up in the center of the road, pushes the manhole to the side, and people are just climbing out of the ground. No big whoop. Here we go. They're carrying a couple of things with them. There's a third person climbing out. That's almost
shovel?
a full. Yeah. They've got some minor equipment with them, but they're not construction workers. They're not like some kind of official workers.
Okay, did they
crawled out? This guy crawled out when a car was almost driving over his head.
That was extremely close to his head.
There's another person. 5. Now we got 5 people that are crawling out of this. Barbecue Baby on YouTube says people have been living in the underground network of New York City for a long time. These people aren't living in there. They have headlamps on and stuff. They must have been in there for a reason. There's something going on.
Yeah, they're going exploring. Some people, I think, some of the subway enthusiasts, people that are big fans of the metro subway system and how it works and how it was built. It's a fascinating thing. It is a deep dive that I could go on and waste a lot of time on because I just find the whole thing very, very fascinating. There are people who are that much into it that they try to go find abandoned subway stations, like old stations that were either never finished or closed off because they changed routes and stuff. And I've seen YouTube videos where the guy's like, I think it's right down here. If I just open this manhole and go down this way.
But what do you do? Are they looking for treasure down there?
No, they're looking to take pictures.
They're looking to, you think they're like YouTubers?
It's like urbex, like urban exploring.
Somebody said, did they put the manhole back? I think they did slide the manhole back at the last moment so nobody else falls down like that lady last week.
Well, that's what I was worried about because I thought only like 3 people had climbed out of this thing. And they're like, they just left the manhole off and another person's going to fall and die. And I didn't know there were 6 more people crawling out of the sewer here.
No, it's crazy. And I also have to tell you, hold on, where is the moment? I'm going to get a screenshot here of this moment here. And this is when a guy almost gets hit by a car as he's popping out of the manhole. I'm going to put this video up on See It Now, but it's not just one video. It happened all over New York City this weekend. I think here's another example, and this says Brooklyn manhole mystery. Brooklyn sewer mystery. The New York Police Department, NYPD, is investigating after several people were filmed emerging from sewers in Brooklyn and Williamsburg. They changed out of dirty clothing, and they left in waiting vehicles. No arrests have been made. Here's the second video here. And it's a different manhole here in the street. And like the Ninja Turtles, the light pops up. They got like a headlamp pops up. And like little cartoon characters, they come out of the ground through the manhole. And then one by one, they make their way wherever. This is a different intersection than the last one. This was happening all over the city of New York. New York City had people just popping out of the ground.
Kurt says, just a little metro spelunking. Mind your business.
It's very weird. Somebody said, are they looking for treasure? What are they looking for? It's almost as good as, you remember the video of the Jewish guy coming out of the ground? Oh, my God. Coming out of ground. I don't know if I'll be able to find this. This happened during the pandemic or something. There was this like Jewish dude with like the locks, the curls, Hasidic style.
Oh, I was like, how do you know he's Jewish?
Yeah. And I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but like he just was popping out of the ground.
I wanted the sign to be a little more comical than that. Like he pops out of the sewer. Oy vey! It's hot in there.
Here it is. I found it. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Remember?
Oh, and they use the, what was that, Among Us sound?
Yeah, and he pops out of the sewer, and he's like behind a paper box. I don't know what all these people are doing under there. What's going on, New York City? What is happening? Some people are saying illegal immigrants. I don't think so. I think that there's people, I think they're looking for something. I think they're wandering around down there looking for something. That's why they got those little minor lights on their heads, like strapped around their foreheads.
The lights aren't even 18?
No, minor, M-I-N-E-R, I think, is what I'm looking for. But so there you go. I'm putting that up on See It Now, so you could take a peek and tell us what you think about this. Give us your thoughts, all the rest. I was very, very interested to see these videos, and I want to know what the story is. But people popping up in New York City manholes is what I'll put for a title. And we'll get that up for you in See It Now. Secret Show subscribers have a never-ending access portal to all of these See It Now posts. You have about 24 hours to check it out right now over at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, we haven't done any dispatches, and I want to get at least one or two in now, and then we have to do Rate My Blank because there's so many of you who have sent in your Rate My Blank, which is, rate my home screen on the app. We'll have to put aside a segment in a little while where we can see what we can read into you and your personalities by the submission. So keep those coming in. Keep your Rate My Blanks coming in, your home screens on your phone. Send those in over at thenewsjunkie.com. I want to take a peek at what you got. This is also, by the way, a little bit of a test for the app and for the website to see which devices all the photo dispatches and all that stuff work on, but we appreciate it greatly. So go check that out over at thenewsjunkie.com. I want to see what Bart versus Bill Gates has to say, but that's still coming in. Here is John the Exterminator talking about why the 250th anniversary is scheduled for Wednesday of this week in June.
Hello? So, as crazy as it sounds, the reason why the 250th anniversary of America is happening in June, coincidentally, that's when Trump's birthday is happening. And last time Trump held a parade on his birthday, saying it was for America, it was a big nothing burger. Nothing weird going on.
No, I'm not saying anything weird's going on. I'm saying if we were going to do the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, I would have thought we would do a big, giant event on the 4th of July. And then on the 4th of July, everybody would come together and it wouldn't be political or anything. And we would celebrate with great American musicians and just a good American nationwide cookout and something to bring us all together. I think that would be fantastic. But I don't know. Here's Bart versus Bill Gates on the tunnel situation.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Talking about the manhole cave-dwelling people. Mm-hmm. It's like what C-Lane said. It's probably just urbex explorers going under the tunnels, and in New York's case, probably viewing a bunch of like abandoned subway tunnels. But really? I watch a bunch of people on YouTube that do this in England, and they always find like old bomb shelters or just old unused tunnels. They even take their boats. Sometimes there's like all these like river systems that run underneath the city, and they take their boat underneath through the tunnels and stuff. It's pretty cool. They even will get out, crawl up the manholes, and then go grab something to eat, then crawl back down in the manholes and continue exploring.
Filthy.
Anyways, have a good show, guys. Bye.
Manhole body and your manhole dirty hands, and then you're going back out to eat? Ugh. A little disgusting, in my opinion. But here's what we're going to do. Quick break. When we come back, we got the hot sheet on the way. We'll see what's going on there. We got more of your dispatches. We will queue up in the second half of the show, Rate My Blank, and see what our submissions look like so far. We got a lot for you. It's a busy Monday. We roll on. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
What kind of snack would you have while you're looking at amputee porn, Jimmy? Is that a fiddle faddle moment? Cheez-Its?
Pretzel nubs?
Jack with the win.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report.
Hello. Welcome to the show. God bless you. God bless you all. I'm going to have to get into these screenshots of your home pages, and I'm going to get judgy. I'm going to see what I can read into your personality from your iPhone or Android home screen.
Story sounds like the opening line to a bad joke. So 2 Jews crawl out of the sewer. Sir, it was 1 Jew. Just in, Bitcoin falls under $71,000. Bitcoin under $71,000. Yikers. Don't forget, as I told you, I spent some significant time this weekend. If you've watched the show, listened to the show for a long time, and never created an account on the newsjunkie.com, I made it as easy as ever to sign up. So go do it. Your information is secure. Your passwords are secure. And it's easy to do. How we doing, everybody? I explored suburbia tunnels as a kid. No sewage, just rainwater. It was fun. Sounds cool. Hello?
Your security?
Huh? Your security is our priority. Did you come back already?
No, I had to make my list.
Did you check it twice?
But that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Then you find out who's naughty or nice?
I already know that.
Who's naughty?
You are.
Wow!
Now bend over.
Wow! You better watch it.
All right.
What do you want from me?
Head out.
Stop doing the deuces thing. Nobody does the deuces thing. 2 thumbs down. Drive safe, please. It's nasty out there.
Anything from Publix except pretzels?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I need sriracha.
How many large cucumbers?
I don't need your giant cucumber. I know
you still eat them.
Yeah, I eat them because they're good. Bye. There she goes. 2 tickets to Pound Town says bold moves, taking financial advice from Lawson. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Every once in a while it pays off to follow my financial advice. I'm not a financial professional though. 2 minutes and we're back live on the show. We'll have to get into the story about that lady whose dogs attacked the other woman, because this weekend she faked a heart attack when they were arresting her. And she said she's lost the ability to speak. She faked a heart attack and says she's lost the ability to speak. And I want to talk about the punishments this woman should receive. What's to rate my blank today? It is rate your home screen, and I want to see it, Craig. I want to see that home screen. An email coming in. Somebody says, hey, Sean, I'm surprised Cox Media isn't getting involved in trying to buy iHeartRadio. I don't think Cox Media has the money or ability financially, really, to get anywhere near iHeartRadio, because iHeartRadio is huge. SiriusXM is part of another company that has a little bit longer tentacles. iHeartRadio has a lot of assets, which is why when their stock was like 98 cents, I was like, buy! These radio stations alone would be worth, if they went bankrupt and sold off all the stations, they'd be worth an enormous amount of money. But it turns out SiriusXM is apparently thinking the exact same thing. If we sell off these radio stations, we sure can make a whole lot of money. I mean, honestly, that company would be too big anyways. If you had a company that owned more radio stations, the most podcasts, and all of satellite radio, competitively speaking, that's a big company right there. Sean, are you a fan of Cox? When I can get them out of your mother's mouth, yeah. Yeah. So essentially, no. It's like a dog with a steak, you know what I mean? All right, here we go.
We are coming back. Also, Joe Rogan to 60 Minutes. We'll talk about it. Here we go.
Zero Res air duct cleaning removes dust and debris from your system so your house feels fresh. That's right. They do a fantastic job. It's amazing the difference they can make. Zero Res. It's Zero Res. Spelled forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
At Rasmussen University, getting started has never been easier. Thanks to multiple start dates, a generous transfer credit policy, and no SAT or ACT requirements. You bring the ambition, we'll help you build the future. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
This portion of the News Junkie is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Radio. Preparing you for the impending robot uprising. This is the News Junkie.
So good to be with you. Forget the same three songs over and over and over again. It's a pleasure hanging out with you and watching the world burn each and every day. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get to the hot sheet here in just a moment on the show. I have a story, but I'm now becoming smarter. I'm evolving. I'm becoming smarter because I saw that the story was about something that happened on a plane, and then my brain started to go, and I go, well, how do I just won't do the story. I was like, I'll take away all the plane related stories from people. If you guys want to start spamming the plane emote and emoji
so that I would be
time,
unable to play the song.
Yeah, that would stop that from happening.
Okay.
Now cut it away and take it from people. There they go already. The plane emojis are firing up in chat. I didn't even talk about the story.
You're kind of talking about a story.
No, but I'm talking about the story. I'm not even to it. I'm not even at that spot right now. So I don't think that counts. But a United flight headed to...
what a shocker! What a surprise! It's a tough story as long as it flies.
Whoa.
This next clip is wild and insane, and as you might have guessed, we're back on a plane.
Here we go. A United flight heading to Spain turned around and returned to Newark, New Jersey due to a potential security concern, the airline said. A TikTok user aboard Flight 236 said the crew was alerted to a Bluetooth network labeled as...
bomb.
That's right. Yeah. Once again, another Bluetooth network labeled as bomb turned this flight around. It had departed from Newark Liberty International Airport en route to Spain, and then mid-flight, it turns back. Let me tell you something. If I'm on a, let's say, 7-hour flight, if I'm on a 7-hour flight to Spain from the United States of America, and on my 7 or 8 hour flight, 4 hours in, if your little monster demon spawn thinks it's funny to name his Wi-Fi or Bluetooth bomb, and then bomb, the plane turns around because of the Bluetooth network name, and we drive all the way, we fly all the way back
to
the United States of America, 8 hours for nothing. I'm strangling your kid.
Where were they when they found this Bluetooth device? Because I read
halfway there.
So over the ocean then.
Yeah.
Because I read a comment that was like, and maybe I don't have the map right in my head, but it was like, why, if you thought that this could be a bomb, would you not just emergency land at the nearest airport? Why would you turn around and go all the way back to Jersey?
Yeah.
But I guess
especially if you're halfway there, you're just as, either way, you're just as dangerous.
Yeah.
I would be making logical arguments on this plane, Sealand. I would be standing up and be like, technically, ladies and gentlemen, we are in just as much danger if we keep going to our destination as if we head back to where we came from. So we should keep going. And the people will be like, yeah, he's right. He got it.
This is your Braveheart moment? Your speech?
That guy's right. Whatever his name. The ugly guy's right. Wait, what the hell? Something like that. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do the hot sheet.
Hot sheet. It's news, but not like real important news.
Best investigator reporting on the planet.
The top stories from the people on your screens and speakers are on the hot sheet with C-Lane.
That's right. The top 5 stories in heaven and earth. The nonsense news is here. Thank you to everybody who listened or who watched the hot sheet on Friday and noticed me screwing with Josh.
In the background?
I couldn't tell if Josh was just being professional or if he just didn't realize anything was happening.
You had him until I think like the close to the last hour of the show. He's like, oh, what the heck's going on here? He noticed that the sign behind him on the live stream was being surreptitiously changed by C-Lane.
My mother was sitting next to me on the train when I was doing that, and she thought it was the most hilarious thing. It just all of a sudden it switches to Josh as a tool. Good times.
Get him, C-Lane.
Not so good times over the weekend, though. A couple deaths in the news, like at least 3. One of them was from this band.
Oh, Casey and the Sunshine?
No, this is Brick House by the
Commodores.
The Commodores. That's right. One of the founding members and bassist for the soul band, the Commodores, has died. His daughter, who is a music producer named Soraya Laprede, shared the sad news on social media Saturday. Said, our father, Ronald Laprede, has passed away. He was the bassist for the Commodores. And I liked the headline that somebody wrote. They said, this guy will definitely not be playing at the America 250 concert.
That's true.
Commodores had recently pulled out of that event. The musician, originally from Alabama, played on 11 of the group's album and contributed to hits such as Brick House, which you just heard, 3 Times a Lady, and Easy. Also dead, Matt Brown of Alaskan Bush People. Now, I have not seen Alaskan Bush People, but have you perused that show?
I've heard of it, but I'm with you. I have not actually seen it at all. Not an episode.
The star. It says star. I never know. I can never tell if people are being serious when they use the word star anymore because it's so overused. The star was found dead at 42. His brother said Matt had a history of addiction and had become estranged from his family. He appeared on early seasons of the reality show, but stepped away to enter rehab. I think they had to pull him out of a river. And also R.I.P. And this one's sad. I hate to hear it. I hate to hear when they do this because they said just days shy of his 100th birthday, Joe Negri.
Yeah.
Known to many within Pittsburgh as Handyman Negri on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Mr. Rogers' Handyman, dead at 99. He almost made it right there up to the finish line. Almost to his 100th birthday, but rest in peace. Rappy.
It's your birthday, friend. How are you doing?
Rapper Boozy Badass is in a bit of trouble. He's been hit with a felony assault charge. They said he hit a bouncer at a club with the base of a hookah, which sounds like it would absolutely hurt.
Yeah.
Badass's lawyer, Carl Moore, tells TMZ, we plan to vigorously investigate and defend Mr. Hatch, the real name of Mr. Boozy Badass. We wish everyone would reserve any judgment and allow the case to play out in court. The Houston Police Department says security guard Edward Eigelhart was clearing out the club at closing time on May 24th when he got into it with a female patron who wanted to use the bathroom. Eigelhart claims the patron elbowed him in the face when he told her she couldn't use the bathroom. And then they said he turned around and saw Boozy holding a broken glass hookah base and believed the rapper smashed it over his head.
Damn.
Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, damn it. I meant to play her song.
Oh, okay. I know one. It's cappuccino or something.
It's espresso.
Espresso. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's
this
a little
girl.
One.
Oh, gosh. It's the one with the stupid.
It's got the iHeart promo on it. Hey, what's up? It's Sabrina Carpenter.
Well, that's what she sounds like.
My guess. Yeah.
Except she's been saying that to a judge because she's seeking court-ordered protection from a man she says showed up to her home less than 24 hours after being arrested for allegedly trying to enter her front door. How is this man not already under some sort of court-ordered protection? If you were trying to enter Sabrina Carpenter's front door, you got arrested for doing that.
This?
I don't know.
she has to fight for that. Like, clearly everybody with a brain knows that there's a massive problem here.
The singer's legal team beelined it to court Friday and filed a petition for a restraining order against the 31-year-old man named William Applegate. Sabrina claims Applegate showed up to her L.A. home on May 23rd, unannounced and uninvited. She said it was clear to her that his approach was deliberate, calculated, and aggressive, which is deeply alarming. The filing includes photos from Sabrina Carpenter's Ring doorbell camera showing the man at her front door.
Look at that. She's just like you and I. You know, she's got the same kind of
celebrities, they're just like us. Ring doorbell cameras. It is kind of weird that Sabrina Carpenter would have the same doorbell camera that I have.
That's how it is for cell phones, too. Even the most famous, richest people, Bezos, has like the same cell phone as hobos. That's craziness.
And then this guy right here, you're probably not. Oh, damn it.
No, that's
still Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
This guy right here. You're not going to get this, so it's Morgan Wallen.
Morgan
Wallen, country singer. He had a little bit of a breakdown on stage Friday night at his concert. He did what some people in the business like to call pulling a Billy Joel. Video shows Wallen singing his song "Sand in My Boots" on the piano during his concert in Denver, Colorado. When he appears to become frustrated with some technical difficulties, he takes the microphone and tells the crowd he's just going to sing a cappella. The crowd erupts in cheers as Wallen finishes the song, and when it's over, he flipped the piano over on stage. Just like took it and just flipped it over. We call that a Billy Joel sometimes. He did that. He did that in Russia. He got really pissed off that they were
broke his piano,
lighting the crowd. Somebody on the comment section said, "Well, at least he didn't throw it off of a roof somewhere," which Morgan Wallen has been known to do. Hey, it's New Music Monday. Let's check out what's happening on your various streaming apps. We like iHeartRadio if you particularly have that one for your streaming. And the new album's coming out. Paul McCartney's got this one that he's been doing the whole press tour for, The Boys of Dungeon Lane. His first solo studio release in over 5 years with a guest appearance from Mr. Ringo Starr. Kurt Vile, Philadelphia's been good to me. Violet Grohl. Yes.
Oh, Dave Grohl's daughter.
Dave Grohl's daughter, her debut full-length project, produced by Justin Raisin, Be Sweet to Me, released by Violet Grohl. Hey, if you have a mortgage and that rate has a 7 or 8 in front of it, time for a refi. You're paying too much and mortgage rates are headed down. They're at nearly 3-year lows. And That Mortgage Guy Don wants to help you save some money. You want to save money, right? Everybody could use that. So what you do is if you have a quote, you go to that mortgageguydon.com, compare your quote using the compare quote calculator, and he'll review it, see if he can save you some money. A lot of times he can. And follow him on social media and visit him at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thank you, C-Lane. Quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look. We have so many of these Rate My Blanks for a Monday. Today, it's Rate My Home Screen. We want to see what we can learn about you from your smartphone home screens. And I've got so many of these. We'll try to read into these people's brains and their worlds and see what we can learn about them. Plus, there's somebody who wants to get into your home. And I am telling you, this company, do not let them in. This is insanity. People are they're so worried about trying to get the best free thing they possibly can. They don't even consider who they're letting into their home for free. I'll tell you what's going on and protect you from this a little bit, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
Drivers are traveling a little bit more cautiously this afternoon. Rain's coming down on some of the major...
Hello, welcome to the show. Sko mic activated. This is behind the scenes. Hello to you folks watching on the newsjunkie.com on the ad-free stream. What was the contract update? I got called into a meeting? Well, then how about you scrub backwards on YouTube or get the podcast? Don't ask for the labor of your fellow peers in chat. They have put in the work to listen to the announcement and the show, and you are now trying to be lazy and ask for some sort of little digestible Cliff Notes version of it. No! There you go, Abraham. No update. By the way, everybody, let's say happy birthday. You've heard his name mentioned many times on the show, I'm sure, a prolific chatter. Abraham Dragonfriend. It is his birthday as of this weekend. Celebrating the big 7-5, which is pretty awesome. And I love older listeners. I love younger listeners. We've got them all over the place. But he's a pretty cool cat. And Abraham Dragonfriend, 75 years old, 75th birthday this weekend. So let's hear a little shout out for Abraham. Happy 75th, Abe. Happy B-Day to you. Natty says, some people work for a living, Sean. Yeah, well then, at your convenience, scrub back and check out the announcement and information. I look great for 75? Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far. Happy birthday, man. Yeah, happy birthday, pal. 75 years old, nice. Doesn't look a day over 62. True. Okay. There's a new company that wants you to let them into your house. I'm going to tell you what's going on. You tell me if you're going to let them in your house. You ready, chat? Here's the deal. This new company wants you to let them in your house. They will do your dishes. They will clean your house for free. Why they're doing it for free? They will be doing these services to train AI. And they need a place to do it. So they want to go to all these random people's houses. So to train their AI, they have some person go do your dishes, vacuum your floor, clean your house. And it's free, but you're letting them collect all the AI data and letting them into your house. So chat, do you let them in your house? Yes or no? Yes or no? Absolutely not. No one is getting in my house. They will rob you blind. Not a chance. Not for free. Wait, you want them to pay you to do your dishes and clean your house? No way in hell. Do they offer happy endings? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. The biggest tech upgrade in human society, we're going to use it to clean the house? I mean, yes. The first thing that's going to go is the easiest stuff to turn into AI. The second thing is the stuff that's most annoying to people. So yeah, that's going to happen. 90 seconds and we're back live. They're benefiting from the data? 100%. How much data is taken with the News Junkie app? None. I do not take your data or sell your data. I only use it internally in the app. All of your information is stored securely. If you ever purchase anything from secret shows, all your info is hashed and salted and stored on a secure server. Everything is routed specifically through the secured Stripe servers where the payments take place. Your info is good with me, but not these people. I fear they're not going to be good. So will you let them do it? They want to clean your house and wash your dishes for free. Will you let them, yes or no? Let's chat about it. Here we go right now.
Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human. most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is the
Tell you about this. Or you can go back to that other station, listen to the same 3 songs over and over and over again.
I just walked over there and hit repeat.
Oh, yeah, he's just got a one button. C-Lane now works at multiple stations. He hits repeat, and then you get to hear it again. There's the song for you again. Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA again, everybody. Usher, yeah, once more. You can stick with us here, hang out with us, stick out with us if you want. That too, over at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, I have a huge question for you. Then I want to get into Rate My Blank, what we're doing for today. The question is, would you let these people in your house? This is a crazy, crazy thing, but it's real, all right? A company just launched in New York City, and it's going to be spreading, hopefully, across the country. This company wants to go into your house. Now, the only question I have for you is, are you going to let them in your house? Why do they want to go in my house, Sean? All right, I'll answer your question now that you've asked it. This company wants to go in your house and clean. They want to clean your house. They want to clean your dishes. They want to clean, all right? They want to clean things up. They want to do some other stuff as well. But here's the kicker. When you let this company in and they clean your house or do your dishes or do whatever chores around the house, it's free. You don't have to pay them a dime. Not a thing. Not even a red cent at all.
What's the catch?
The catch is, well, I believe they're using it to teach AI. They're using it to teach AI how to do these chores, how to clean houses, how to do the dishes. They have to learn it somewhere. They want to go to different environments, so they want to go to your house and learn through somebody doing the work of cleaning your dishes or cleaning your house. They want to teach the AI that, which is the value that they're getting out of it. But you'll be letting them in your house, and you don't have to pay anything. Are you letting them in, C-Lane?
No.
No. See, this is crazy to me, but everybody said no effing way. No effing way. I'm like, you guys, someone will clean your house for free, and you're saying that they're all saying no. They're all saying no. Here's the company.
How good a job are we talking?
Well, let's find out. I'll play the ad for them in a second so we can all listen to it together. It's a company called Shift, and here's their launch. Today, we're launching Shift, it says. We start by cleaning your apartment in New York City for free. And here's how it works. You book a Shift cleaning. A vetted Shift operator comes to your home wearing one of our devices. They clean, they leave, you pay nothing. That's it. Simple as that. You invite this person to come to your house, they clean your house, and you don't pay a dime. The only toss-up is that they're teaching AI while they're doing it. In exchange, they say, we record the cleaning. Robotics is being built on data and how people do daily tasks. And the value of that recording is what funds the service. Anything personal in it is anonymized before the recording is processed. By now,
like if I have a family portrait on the wall, it's going to draw happy faces over it, or
if you believe them, that's what they're claiming. By now, you've heard about the shift to AI more times than you can count. About the shift toward you, the part where you actually feel it. You have heard almost nothing, they say. This company, Shift, continues. They say Shift is what starts to make it concrete in specific cities with specific services. Now, here's the game changer for all of us. Today, we're cleaning in New York. Soon, we're offering handymen, repairs, and errands across the country. This is just one side of Shift with more on the way. And they launched this to 8.2 million views with the video showing how they're going to do all of these things. You got a TV that needs to be hung, they're going to send somebody who's going to do it for free. You got a pressure clean that needs to be done on your driveway, they're going to send somebody out, they're going to pressure clean your driveway, and it's free. The only hitch is that they will be teaching AI how to do this job moving forward.
I'll go for that. The pressure cleaning my driveway?
So
they don't have to
if
go
it's not
inside my house? I'd rather it not be inside my house.
All right, I want to see what everybody
free
thinks.
cleaning.
That's pretty attractive.
Listen, I have, I have a kid. He has kid friends. They make messes.
They do.
He has a ball pit that, the balls never stay in the pit. So,
yeah, it's
I almost
tempting,
said something
right?
really weird then.
It's tempting.
Come clean my kids' balls.
The heavy metal cowboy on YouTube says, contributing to job replacement, capital hell no. He's saying he's not going to do it. Here's their ad that has gotten 8 million views. All right, show somebody knocking on a
Today,
door.
Shift is launching free house cleaning services in New York City. You might be asking, how is this possible?
How is this possible? How is it possible that you put Alicia Keys in the background? That's one of the questions I have. If the robot damages stuff, Craig says, will the company be held liable? Good question. That is an excellent question.
Well,
I don't know what the answer is.
They're not the ones doing the robots. They're trying to be transparent about this, but I wonder, how much of this is just them selling these videos to people to train the robots? Does Shift have robots?
They are, the workers are using robots. And there's other companies that are doing this too. DoorDash is testing it right now. Micro, a company called Ncord, they're all testing this. All they want to do is do a free task in your house, and all you have to do is sell out all of humanity because you're teaching them how to do it with robots, and all the humans will be fired as a result of this. But it's free. Hey, it's free. Let's see.
This moment has been a long time coming, and it's something we're really proud of. The future has always started in New York. This time, it will start.
They show these people, they're all wearing these white uniforms that say Shift. They're cleaning up the counters. They're cleaning these houses. They're doing it for free.
Across 15 countries, Shift already pays tens of thousands of people through one app to record their everyday work and chores. Our users wear a small camera while they work.
This is so crazy, man.
This is the goofiest looking camera.
Yeah, they wear this hat with a camera on the front of it, and that's all. That's all. That's going to record them doing the task. That's what makes it free. But I haven't seen a single person in chat so far say yes, that they would be interested in doing this. I've seen one person who was like, well, I will let them in. I want free. Everybody loves free, I thought, but they don't want this because of the AI.
This footage teaches the next generation of robots how to help. Every home clean today
doing dishes
for a home that cleans itself tomorrow. And we're not stopping at cleaning.
Are there vacuuming, plumbing, cooking, building, fixing? They're doing all of the work that you could possibly think of at this company. So I send it over to you and I ask you, would you let them in your house? Would you let them welcome you to the shift, whatever the hell that means? Would you
welcome to the shift, Sean?
I'm a no, because I can't. I would feel bad because I would rather pay a human to do it. I would rather pay a human to come over to my house, and then I know when they leave that human took that money and they were able to buy some food, or they were able to pay a bill, or I like that element. Humans working with humans to do stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-AI at all, right? My AI, I'm going to get my commencement speech is going to get booed. I am not anti-AI at all. The way I feel about AI is this. I think that AI should have its lanes where we let it run free. And then AI should have places where we block it entirely. My opinion on this is that things, and I am as vested could be, and things like programming and in digital creation of websites and content and these things, I am more than happy to utilize AI, because these were things that were held by a small number of people that were quite expensive and cumbersome. And there was a big gap between you and the expert that could pull it off. That gap is gone. The AI can do a better job, trust me when I say this, than your developers and programmers could. It's just better. It doesn't make the errors and mistakes. Humans make mistakes. I think allowing the AI into some of these lanes like that, and again, I understand that I'm vested. I understand that this is something, of course you like that, Sean. That's what you use it for. I think we should block AI in the creative world. All right. In creating movies and creating music that plays on radio stations and creating images to a certain extent, you know, to creating art for sure. All right. Courtney has just brought up.
You want to stop that? You want to stop
that is AI. That is AI. That's a fun little thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like kind of fine. What's not fine is replacing bands, a 3-piece rock band, with AI and thinking that's a good substitute. Replacing a movie with an AI creation and thinking that's just as good. Replacing artwork, paintings, all these kind of things with something that is done by artificial intelligence. Nah, I'm not for that. I'm not for that side of it. And I can't necessarily be for this, even though I think it's all inevitable. We're all screwed.
I think they need a better name, too. There's a lot of things called Shift on the internet.
Yeah.
There's a
not very
browser
descriptive.
called Shift. Drag and drop, build your custom browser. And there's free home cleaning in NYC. That's what we just saw. That's shiftapp.nyc. Then there's shiftapp.com, which is an employee scheduling software.
Really? So it's
Shift.
basically like they're going in to do their shift, their work shift.
Right. Then there's Shift Your Phone, block distracting apps on iPhone and Android. Like I just think that they need a better name to stand out because you can't even get your own .com because there's so many shifts.
I agree. I agree. I want to see what people have sent in for Rate My Blank on a Monday. Rate My Home Screen is the agenda today. Let's look at some of these rapid fire, C-Lane. I see you on this person's phone. It's a little bit of C-Lane here, picture in picture.
You know, when I saw this much smaller, I thought that it was somebody's cat, and then behind them was a giant TV with me on it.
No,
it's their phone.
Yeah, that's their phone.
That's
They
a
took
clean home
screenshot.
screen. If I'm taking this seriously.
I think we're going to have a lot of significant others and cats. And this home screen is cat related. I see that you have the WGN Channel 9 app. I'm assuming that you are possibly from the Midwest, if that's the case, and you have an Android device. So that means you're a little bit weird, but still probably better at technology than a lot of people around you. Here's somebody else. Their home screen shows it's 87 degrees outside. Wu-Tang in New York on your home screen here. All right. No News Junkie app, though. The News Junkie app is not in existence on this. That's another Android device. Here we go. The News Junkie app made it on this home screen. This person's listening on iHeartRadio as well on an iPhone, I can see. And you got Snapchat, so I bet that's where the dirty stuff is. That's where the good things are. Fiverr, and you got no real design on your backdrop.
Wonder we use Fiverr for that.
Yeah, you could actually.
I've never downloaded the Fiverr app. I don't think.
I have it because I've used Fiverr for so many projects. Actual human beings there. This is somebody with a lighthouse as their home screen. You can see all these in the submitted dispatches.
A lot of people going minimalistic.
Yeah, we didn't make the home screen here for these folks in their app. They have Chat GPT and the weather bug.
How do you only have one unread Gmail? That just seems impossible.
Does that mean that you don't get a lot of emails, or does that mean that you are diligent about staying on top of cleaning them?
It's got to be the latter.
Here's the little doggy. They got their pup on the home screen a couple of times. Many dogs. News Junkie app made this person's home screen. Yeah, I can read a lot into you. Like this person's from Mountain Trace, and it's even raining as they sent this particular screenshot. Send yours for Rate My Blank and look at all of them. Oh, this person said this. I'm assuming this is your partner, your wife.
It could be them.
I mean, nobody posts a boob shot of themselves on their own phone home screen, do they? I don't think so. Maybe it's possible. I think that this person is dating the individual that's in their background image with their chest displayed right over the icons. That would be my guess. Some of you, I can see that you're good at technology just by looking at your home screen.
Good use of widgets.
Look how clean this is.
Very clean.
Clean. You got a good looking setup going on. We'll take more of these throughout the show today. Do it over on thenewsjunkie.com or the News Junkie app. Get a screenshot of your home screen. Tell us what your home screen looks like. Here's somebody at Okeechobee where they're sending theirs in. Again, we didn't make the home screen.
Today's
It's a new
high
app.
feels like 101.
Oh my
Yikes.
God. They're frying down there. This person's listening to Real Radio. We got, I see you and your partner here on the home screen. I don't know if it's your wife or, girlfriend, whatever. This isn't really your home screen, is it? I think, is your home screen me and the beret from the other day? That's a little rude, if I'm honest. Here's another. There's a lot of couples that have them, like the couple is in the home screen image. Who's on yours, C-Lane? Is it your wife or your
mine rotates.
kid?
I have
Is
a
it?
rotation of pictures. A lot of them are the kid, and then cities, like pictures of cities and pets.
Okay.
So
All
Lexi,
right.
the baby, and the occasional skyline.
All right. This person has a rocket, like a NASA rocket that they have on their home screen.
Nice.
Just a couple of more in our
that
first
person,
round.
we could tell a little bit about this person with the rocket. Because go back to the rocket person.
I can't.
Oh, they had Lovable, the app, on there.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is somebody who does a little vibe coding.
Hell yeah.
This is just a nice little
a
home
fellow
screen.
Coderino.
Oh, we are on the home screen here. I see it. TNJ app, the News Junkie app for this person. All right, so there you go. You could send those in. We're going to pick one of these to be the best. Your cat is adorable to this person, sending their home screen along. And the final one for now. This is a green Power Ranger.
Hell yes. With the dagger.
And on one side, YouTube. On the other side, TNJ app. I love it. I love
all
it.
the important things right there on the home screen.
All right, that's round one. We'll get to more of those in just a moment. When we come back, a very awkward moment on television. We got an update on the lady with the pit bulls, hookers in Hopetown. Is Joe Rogan going to 60 Minutes on CBS? We'll get into all of it because it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Sometimes I give too much. I'm sure people get sick of me. Moron on Facebook
I've
again.
heard that about Russ Rollins. He's a giver.
When we come back, an awkward moment on television. Wait till I play this clip for you. Joe Rogan possibly headed to 60 Minutes. Good idea or bad idea? Should Joe Rogan replace Anderson Cooper? There are some rumors out there that they are trying to court Joe Rogan for 60 Minutes on CBS to replace Anderson Cooper. Is that a good idea or a bad idea, chat? A good idea or a bad idea? Let us know. I think 60 Minutes might want to bring in a younger audience. How you think Joe Rogan has a younger audience? Younger than 60 Minutes. Younger than 60 Minutes. Anderson Cooper is on 60 Minutes now. He was, and I believe he just left 60 Minutes. Anderson Cooper did his final report a handful of weeks ago. So CBS was trying to look for somebody new to add to the whole 60 Minutes roster. And I guess at least one of the ideas being floated around would be Joe Rogan. It's a desperate idea since dipshit Barry Weiss has tanked their ratings. Why is she a dipshit? I mean, what I see her is like, how do I phrase this? What I see here is generally people who think, well, this is going in a direction away from where I'm at ideologically, so therefore it must be bad. I mean, I think some of these corporate media outlets could use some change, right? I think we would agree on that. Maybe you don't think Joe Rogan is the change they need, but they're kind of stodgy, and they do need some kind of rethinking. That is a key thing. I watched 60 Minutes. Maybe I'm 75. Yeah, you are 75. Happy birthday again. I never actually heard his show. Rogan is not liberal enough. Rogan doesn't need them. They suck. Who watches 60 Minutes anymore? I mean, 60 Minutes is probably one of the most popular news shows in the United States of America. It has a huge fan base. So, you not watching it isn't indicative of whether or not it's doing okay. It's a pretty impressive institution, 60 Minutes is. Are they biased? Everybody's biased, yes. But it's a pretty impressive institution. On my list of who do I respect, I would say I respect 60 Minutes, usually. Not always. Usually. I would say I respect the most CBS Sunday Morning. That's what I respect the most. I think Joe Rogan would bring in a younger age group for 60 Minutes. It could. That might be what they're looking for. Barry Weiss is a far-right lesbian who's desperate to be the main character. I don't think she's I wouldn't classify her as far-right, personally, at all. I mean, she never has really been politically somebody that you would plot as far-right. Just because one doesn't watch it doesn't mean everyone else doesn't watch it either. Exactly, Craig. Oh, hold on. I don't think I added Craig's gifted subs. Let me add him right now. Craig with a gifted subscription. Stand by. Here we go. Buckle up. Boom! Craig with the 10 gifted subs. Craig K. Huge thanks to Craig K. 10 gifted subs. Absolutely massive. Thank you for the big support. Could never be a more important time. Thank you, Craig. Go grab them, or if there are any left. ESEC says, thanks for the gifted sub, Craig. Thank you, ESEC. Thank you, Craig. 1 minute, and we're back live. I appreciate that support, Craig. 100%. I think it would be more fun if Joe Rogan co-hosted The View. Nah. Ain't nothing gonna make me watch The View. I don't care who they put on it. The only reason I would watch The View is if they gave them all guns. Now I'll watch. Everybody on The View gets a gun. The only episode that I tune into. The gun episode. All right, here we go.
Ordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Michelle McPhee, and in my new podcast, Kingdom of Frog, I'm unraveling the strangest criminal alliance I've ever reported on. A polygamist from Utah and an LA Armenian businessman.
$1 billion fraud.
But how long can this alliance last?
Is somebody coming after me?
Search Kingdom of Fraud on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
The only show brave enough to admit we Google half this stuff. This is
Don't listen to the same 3 songs over and over and over again. Hang out with us. Let's watch it all burn and laugh and see what's going on in the world's most viral newsroom here on the show. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. A lot of talk about some big changes in the media landscape. And now, strangely enough, even though, on account of the News Junkie being the name of the show and all of that good stuff, I don't watch a lot of these shows. So When somebody talks about what's going on CNN, I don't care. I don't really watch that much CNN. I don't watch any Fox News. I do not watch MSNBC.
He watches MS Now.
I would rather boil my head than watch a lot of these cable news outlets because it just has become a dumb echo chamber for whatever your politics are. Tune in for your hug box, baby. Tune in so they tell you all the things that you think are exactly right and everybody else is crazy and nobody's ever going to challenge you on anything. That's what cable news is, and it is creating an entire massive mob of very dumb, very loud, very wrong people. I don't watch it. I do watch some stuff, and I do have a modicum of respect, meaning a little bit of respect for certain news outlets still. One of them is 60 Minutes. I think 60 Minutes is still a pretty decent program. Is it partisan? Yes. Is it in one direction, usually politically? Yes. Yes, it's going to be. We still have a situation until there's a drastic sea change, and we'll get somewhere closer to the center, where most journalists in the United States of America are coming from one side, right? So all of this stuff comes out of their mouths. All of these people that work in these different elements of the media landscape, they all vote the same way. They all have the same approved opinions that everybody else has. It's boring as hell. They have had it forever. So yes, it's going to come from a certain angle. But I think 60 Minutes has done some good work over the years. And most of it is not political stuff. Most of it is stuff outside of the realm of politics that 60 Minutes gets involved in. Now the rumor is that they're trying to pin down Joe Rogan. Anderson Cooper is gone. He has left 60 Minutes. And the rumor is
he already gone or is he exiting?
I thought he was already gone, but maybe he's not. The story says, let me pull this up here in front of me so I can see if there's any updates to it. This says CBS looking to pin down Joe Rogan. Network bosses are betting the podcast powerhouse will strengthen sagging 60 Minutes, according to Radar Online. Grain of salt, this whole thing. But it says reeling CBS News is looking to muscle up its 60 Minutes team by replacing Silver Fox Anderson Cooper with pumped-up conservative podcast powerhouse Joe Rogan, sources said. The blockbuster move, first reported in RadarOnline.com, is setting off panic and power plays up and down the network corridors. They said this isn't stunt casting. Well, of course it is. It's not stunt casting, they say, as they bring in the stunt cast member. Of course it is. It's an idea to gin up ratings. It's a stunt. It's a stunt to gin up ratings. Of course it is. They said it's strategy. Rogan opens up a direct pipeline to the massive MAGA audience CBS has struggled to reach for years. Rogan 58 reportedly boasts a staggering 11 million listeners a day, and his show, The Joe Rogan Experience, recently expanded its reach by adding the podcast to Apple and other platforms. You bring in Rogan, you can gain a core connection to 50% of the country, somebody said. Now, others say it's a risky gamble. He's not traditional broadcast talent. I love how people use this stuff like it's some sort of insult. He's not traditional broadcast talent. Or they say it about Spencer Pratt running for mayor in Los Angeles. They say, he doesn't have any experience as a politician. Oh, I'm sorry, is that bad? Is that supposed to be a bad thing? That they don't have experience being a politician or they don't have traditional broadcast talent experience? Most of the people I know who do this in traditional outlets are bad. Terrible at it. All right? But I don't know if this is true or not. What do you think? Would you think that this would be good for 60 Minutes? Do you not care? Do you not watch any of these shows? Let us know. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com.
I can't remember last time I have watched 60 Minutes.
The one that I watch the most, I think, I don't know if you watch this or not, like when people say, well, what do I pay attention to? I say scour the world. Look at everything. Don't count out any source. Be skeptical about absolutely everything. Skeptical about everything. When did this video start? Why did it start here? What is this news outlet trying to lead me to believe? Be skeptical of all these things. But personally, I love CBS Sunday mornings. I think it is the least partisan news show like that I've seen. I enjoy it. I dig it. I kind of like, I'm into that. They have a vibe going. It's sort of laid back and folksy, and I'm into it. So CBS Sunday mornings is my thing on some level. Not Von Ripperton on YouTube says, Sean is leaving iHeart for 60 minutes. Yeah, that's it. That's what they're going to do. They're like, what we need to do to reinvigorate 60 Minutes here at CBS is we need to hire
the world's
Sean.
most viral newsroom.
Let's bring him in. He's the guy. He's going to turn it around.
They're like, ready, guys? 60 minutes, but vertical.
I wouldn't count on that one happening. All right?
Somebody on X says if CBS gives Joe Rogan the Andy Rooney slot on 60 Minutes, it would actually revive the grand tradition of ending the show with a not even remotely funny segment.
Oh, you know what? Everybody hates on Andy Rooney. I used to get into those, man. It would be Andy Rooney in his office. If you young people won't know what's going on here. Andy Rooney, they might as well have called the segment Andy Rooney Complains, because 60 Minutes would be like, tick, 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 tick. Next, our in-house correspondent, Andy Rooney, is going to tell you why staplers have gone to hell. And then Andy Rooney's like, my stapler in my office has been a reliable tool for over 40 years. I staple invoices, papers, and everything I need to staple without any issue. But lately, the Streamline Stapler Company has been, it's just like, what? And it's Andy Rooney complaining about something in his office every time, man. It was this old dude who just complained about mundane things.
This is the dumbest thing to correct you about, but Swingline is the company that makes staplers.
Oh, sorry, Swingline. Yeah. Streamline is wrong. Streamline? Yeah. Andy Rooney, man. He was the old guy who just complained about stuff behind his desk. I'm sure that's got to be on YouTube somewhere, right? Like, it was Andy Rooney Complains, basically. That they would do these segments, and he would just rant about stuff.
Was Andy Rooney the guy that would say, I like that?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Here's Andy Rooney angry about sleeping. Okay, let's see.
I keep reading about the problems people have falling asleep and staying asleep nights. An organization called the National Sleep Foundation did a study.
Yeah.
And it says that the economy is making people sleepless. I mean, wouldn't they just? I feel for all those people who aren't sleeping.
Everybody else on 60 Minutes staff had to go out for 7 months and investigate how some virus is spreading across the Congo or something. And then Andy Rooney's like, roll tape, I'm ready. I got the sleeping bit going.
Wasn't there another journalist who tried heroin, just to... and Andy Rooney's ranting about sleep?
Like, this guy put his body on the line. He tested out a bulletproof vest this week. The new budget bulletproof vest. And Andy Rooney's like, sleeping is really wild.
Not sleeping is not my problem. I can sleep night or day, sitting, standing, or lying down. I often fall asleep.
3 different shots of him sleeping.
He's like, he faked sleeping, and he's like sitting on a couch sleeping. Here's Andy Rooney.
Right here at this desk. Last week, I took a bus crosstown in New York City and went 6 blocks past my stop because I fell asleep. Someone took a poll several years ago that reported on what time Americans go to bed every night.
This is what this guy
and how many hours sleep they get. The poll showed that we sleep 8 hours a night, which was no surprise to me.
I want you to know that Andy Rooney used to make millions of dollars doing this. I just want you to understand that.
And as it turns out, he's sleepy enough to miss bus stops because he nodded off riding the bus to work.
Oh, we're all so surprised that the old guy fell asleep on the bus, huh? People, come on. So maybe back in this day, I'd be like, yeah, out with Rooney, in with Joe Rogan. And I don't really know where they're at now, though.
To answer the question on YouTube, Andy Rooney is in fact that man's name. It's not Sean putting a little twist on things like he likes to do.
Like go to Rooney?
Go to Reno.
Go to Reno? Yeah. Kelly says he had such a good sense of humor. He was like a nice dude in some way, but it's so weird that some people get paid for this stuff. Like, this is his gig. This was his job on 60 Minutes. And they need to do something to keep all this stuff alive. Otherwise, it's all going to go over to creators on different platforms. All right, real quick, before we take a break. And when we come back from the break, there's a story that's going around that's the most crazy engagement hate bait I've seen in a while that I want to explain because too many people are getting upset by this and it's just not true. I'll talk about that. Plus, in jury duty, we're going to get into all the prison records from the girl from the crash, Mackenzie Shrilla. I'll read to you what she's been in trouble for behind bars from the actual prison reports. But first, Cordy said, did you see this clip on I think it's on the Today Show. Yeah. She said, poor Savannah Guthrie is back. You know, her mother is probably Rip. And poor Savannah Guthrie is like trying to muscle through things. And they keep putting her in these segments. And they had Gwyneth Paltrow with her. And Gwyneth Paltrow is giving like food tips in this segment. And Savannah Guthrie's like, oh, God. I think she'd rather be looking for her mother than in some of the segments that she's in. Here's one of them. Just a quick clip here.
Allergen-free. You can get things soy-free, vegan, however you want. And I'm going to add about a cup of Parmesan.
Right.
You also, if you want to avoid dairy, one trick that I do is I dice up arugula and I put it in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It sounds weird, but it kind of adds like a nice texture to it. And
Really?
That's weird.
You can avoid cheese and you just mix in some very fine arugula. And it's like, wait, what? That's weird. And thank you, Savannah Guthrie. Even though she's distracted by her mom being pulled out of the house by this weird midnight bandit, she still knows that trying to replace cheese with arugula is a sin you should have to walk the plank for. All right? That's absolutely disturbing. Just disturbing. And Savannah Guthrie knows it. So shouts out to her. And also, I love how Gwyneth Paltrow, look at her. What is she, 18 pounds? She's sitting back here and she's like, well, if you want to be a little bit more careful, you can replace the cheese with arugula.
I mean, at least you can like believe that she's avoiding cheese.
But why? Give her the cheese, for God's sake.
It's not like when you see like a person of her stature that's like loading in Paula Deen level butter and going, okay, no, you don't ever eat this.
Yeah.
You might be making it on TV right now, but you're not the one eating it.
True. All right, quick break. When we come back, I have those prison documents about what the girl from the crash, Mackenzie Shrilla. If you don't know who she is, I'll explain. I'll give you the down low. Before it's the #1 documentary series on Netflix right now. I'll tell you what's going on with her. And then this story that everybody's getting wrong. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Our constant mispronunciations and poor grammar are clear indicators that we are not AI. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
Major League Baseball, the Rays won while the Marlins lost yesterday. The Rays taking down the Angels 5-2 to take 2 of 3 in the series. The Marlins got blasted by the Mets 10-1 and get swept. At the NCAA baseball tournament, UCF season ended. They were eliminated in regional play with a 9-3 loss to Auburn. And UFL, the Orlando Storm finished 8-2 in the regular season and are the top team in the playoffs, beating DC 29-23. I'm Matt McCoy.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Storm season is here, Central Florida. Is your home ready? Renewal by Andersen is offering storm season savings with buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 full year. Storms and hurricanes have caused tens of billions of dollars in damage across Florida annually. That means now is the perfect time to prepare your home.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Still got 2 of those gifted subs from Craig available. Snatch them now. Get them while you can. Quick note for you before we get back and get into this Mackenzie Shrilla stuff. And there's some pretty steamy stuff in these documents that I'm going to read from you that she's been up to. Crash on Netflix. Yeah, that's what it's called. Couple of notes for you. If you haven't gotten the brand new apps for the News Junkie, the links for Android and iOS are available on thenewsjunkie.com. As I said earlier, I spent some significant time this weekend making the sign-up process as easy as pie. Like, the sign-up process is as simple as it's ever been. It's so easy. I took off a bunch of fields that weren't required. It's just email, username, password. Let's go. So creating an account is very easy. I also completely changed the way that you sign up for secret shows so that all of it makes sense and the process is like a good process you can understand. So if you want to subscribe, now is a great time to do it. However, if you have the Android app, update to the latest version. That includes the ability to create a new account within the app. If you have the iPhone, I've submitted this update that will allow you to create an account in the iPhone app. Until that goes live, you'll have to create your account on the website. But as I said, once that iOS update goes live, both the apps should be in really good shape. I'll keep an eye on them for like the next week or so. I'll put together a list of all bugs, problems, issues. I'll fix them all at once this weekend, and then we'll just make sure I stay on top of it so it's all good. But the chat is done and out of beta. The apps are basically done and out of beta. And now, for the foreseeable future, I could focus on content. And the rain comes down again. Can I downgrade to the old version with the boot picks? There are a lot of lovely ladies who have created accounts on there. Just look at the submitted dispatch. 1 minute. I don't see an option to gift secret shows from the app on Android. No gifting in the app. No subscribing in the app. I have to not put any kind of e-commerce in the app to be able to operate this way, which was the reason why we left the App Store to begin with. You remember that. But now, all of the subscriptions and all that, do it on the website, and then you can utilize the apps to get access. Sean, when you're done, please fix my life. I got you, buddy. I got you. We're coming back. Let's dig into these court documents. The jailhouse records of Mackenzie Scarilla. Sharilla.
You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You've heard of karma, but have you heard of CARMA? It's like karma, but on the road. So when you let someone merge, good karma. Leave space between cars, good karma. These little daily driving habits can help you keep calm and in control. Learn more at drivesmartflorida.org.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
The News Junkie radio show live stream podcast, the world's most viral newsroom. Now complete with brand new iOS and Android apps. Get yours at thenewsjunkie.com. Jury duty on the way in just a moment. Let me rant real quick if you don't mind. I won't take long. I won't rant for too long.
Here we go.
The story is everywhere today. So if I go to Google and put in James Van Der Beek, this story is absolutely all over the news wires. There are thousands and thousands of stories on James Van Der Beek, who you know from Dawson's Creek, who sadly died of cancer not too long ago, right? And all of the stories that I see are like this one. Star's ex remarries 4 months after his death. James Van Der Beek's ex-wife marries 3 months after his death. And on it goes. I mean, there are hundreds of stories all over the news wires about James Van Der Beek's ex-wife getting married just 3 months after he died. How could she do this? And I said, wow, what's going on? Why are they posting this? Now, James Vanderbeek died in February at 48 years old. He had stage 3 colorectal cancer. That sucks. I feel so much for him and his family and all of that good stuff. But people judge so fast. Avendosora says, proof his wife is an effing grifter. Yucker says, she didn't want to wait for her life to be over. And, you know, people are just absolutely hammering this woman. Now, I don't believe I'm wrong on this, but let's do a little fact check to Rooney. If we can, see a little fact check here. I believe that James Vanderbeek had not been married to this woman for a while.
No.
All right. They weren't married. It was his ex-wife.
McComb was married to the Dawson's Creek star from 2003 to 2010.
She was married to him 16 years ago was when they divorced. All right. 16 years ago, they divorced. This is what corporate media does. They do things like this. They said, oh, Star's ex remarries 4 months after death. And they know that you're going to get mad. Star James Vanderbeek, his ex-wife, marries 3 months after his death. What they're doing there is implying his ex-wife, meaning that they, you know, like basically widow is what they're trying to get you to think. They're saying 3 months after he died, she's marrying another man. Yes. But as always, they're trying to get you angry by leaving out the details. The media landscape is full of stories like this nonstop that make you mad, and you're mad about nothing. They haven't been married. They weren't married for 16 years. She didn't even remarry until after he died. And then 4 months went by. They're like, only 4 months after the death. Like, there are some cases where you can look at this. How long was it, Celine, after Patton Oswalt's wife died that he ended up getting back with somebody? I don't know if he married.
Wiki Patton.
His wife died. It was weird circumstances and stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's like Patton Oswalt in a new relationship. And I like, okay, I get, like, it's really none of your business, but I get you thinking about that a little bit. But this is just made to make you angry at this random woman. This random woman. You're supposed to get angry. No one's going to read it. Nobody's going to figure it out. They haven't been married in 16 years. They weren't married when he died. She was with somebody else, and then she decided to get married after he died. There is literally nothing wrong with that. Nothing. It's not weird. It's not wrong. It's not morally repugnant. 0 people would think this. And in fact, if the headline from the Daily Beast, gross Daily Beast, disgusting Daily Beast, absolutely shameful Daily Beast. James Vanderbeek's ex-wife marries 3 months after his death. Now, let me tell you how this could read, but it would get no clicks. James Vanderbeek's former wife, after divorcing 16 years ago, decides to remarry somebody she's been dating for a long time just 4 months after he passed away. No one cares. It's rage bait, as Missy says.
Still know how to write headlines.
Yeah. It's rage bait. That is exactly what it is. They're trying to make you mad, and they're leaving out the most important information, as they always are. They're no different than the person who's clipping a video on social media that you watch, and then you get mad about it, and then you go, why did it start here? Why did it end here? What else happened in this whole thing? The entire media landscape only seems to want to reward those people. Don't expect more. Come here, you'll get more. Stay here, you'll get more. I promise you that. You'll get more than you'll get from all of these news outlets. And this is why people hate them so much. And the hate is deserved in so many situations like this.
Patton Oswalt's wife died in April of 2016. He confirmed his engagement to his current wife in July of 2017.
Okay. So over a year. You know, but the thing in his case was his wife, I think she was like taking some pills or something, and he found her dead in bed.
Yeah. Well, it says died in her sleep, but yeah, a combination of previously undiagnosed heart condition and complications from Adderall, Xanax, and fentanyl.
Right. Yeah. So that was, look, I can see you taking that a little differently, but this is so different. It's manipulative, as Ryan says. Yes, this is manipulative behavior that they do all the time in all of these media outlets. And there's almost none of them that don't engage in it. So reject them, hang out here, you'll figure out what's really going on. So there you are. That's that. Now, I didn't get to jury duty, and I'm sorry. I apologize. I do apologize.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Moses.
I apologize to Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. All right? Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Sounds like you sponsored an apology, Moses.
Mackenzie Shirilla is that young woman who is in prison right now because she crashed a car into a wall and killed her boyfriend and his friend. And I said when I watched The Crash, which is tops on Netflix right now, I think it's like the number one Netflix docuseries right now. It's about her and her relationship and her parents. And I told you when watching, I was like, her parents made me so angry. Her parents were just like, they excused every piece of bad behavior this girl did. And now she's just a monster of a human being because of a lot of the coddling that her parents engaged in. She's never wrong. It's always somebody else to blame. Always somebody else to blame. And now we see what kind of person she is. Because I have for you when we come back, her prison records. She apparently has been in 32 cases while behind bars. She has pled guilty or been found guilty. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. Another mistake on my part. She has been involved in 36 cases while behind bars, this Mackenzie Shirilla. 32 of them, she was found guilty, not guilty in 3, and 1 was not listed. But I've looked through these. Some of them are wild, what she's up to behind bars. And if you don't know who she is, we'll explain everything, and I'll read to you the prison reports as we enter the Power Hour. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $2,500 is just minutes away with the $250K USA giveaway, presented by HBN Bath on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Skull Mike activated. Shouts out to those of you watching ad-free over on the newsjunkie.com. Just in, Trump is assuring people that the conversations with Iran to end the Great Sand War are continuing. They are saying no. Stand by.
Offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Stand by. Cosidius with the 2 gifted subscriptions to secret shows. Claim one of them right now, courtesy of Cosidius at thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you for the big support, Cosidius. Your support goes to help the show and fun things like you see here. Go grab those subscriptions as it were, over on thenewsjunkie.com. Really? I saw the news saying Iran said no more negotiations. Yeah, they did. Iran said they weren't going to engage in any more conversations about this because Israel was bombing and they weren't thrilled about it. But Trump assures people that the conversations are still going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm not privy. I need to get on the leaderboard before Sun State John blows everybody out of the water. True. By the way, you can see when gifted subs are available in the News Junkie app and even claim them. All right, let's see. Oh, see that? Presto Bango. Claim secret shows right there in the app. Or on the top of the newsjunkie.com. Love it. Keep it going. Israel's going crazy over there? They're bombing, man. They're dropping bombs. Chaos says, I talked to Big Yahoo. He's supposed to be stopping soon. Yahoo of the Netton variety? Sean, India called. You still owe $3,000? I do not. I paid the developer team their final $3,100 that they asked for on Friday, and now that is done. I have full control over the website. I have full control over the app. It has never been performing as fast as it is now. It is really, 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 I'm dialing it in. It's almost all the way in. We've been in this zone in the last 3 months where between C-Lane and I, we've been focusing on the technology that's going to power the News Junkie through the next 5 years. And we're almost done. That makes me excited because now I could focus on content. I can get back to making more videos. I can get back to bringing more people in the funnel, generating more content on Facebook and YouTube and social media platforms. I'm excited about that. TNJ bot, that's old. They were dropping bombs in Ocala an hour ago? That's not true. They don't do that. Gifted subs all claimed. Let's see you next. Let's see you next. Put your gifted subs on the board over at thenewsjunkie.com. Appreciate everybody who's done that so far. Getting some numbers up on the scoreboard. Look at that already. We're filling them out. We got 6 people. You could be next. Hit gift. Hit the gift button over on thenewsjunkie.com. Ocala National Forest is a bomb testing range? Nice try. I love you guys do stuff where you think I'm stupid. I think I'm gonna believe that the Ocala National Forest is a place where they drop bombs. Like the level of stupidity some of you engage in, where you think I would believe that. That I would believe that they were dropping bombs in a forest, a national forest in Ocala. It's ridiculous. Honestly, mildly offensive. Sean, there's a bombing range in the Ocala National Forest. Google it, dummy. I'm not as stupid as you think I am, okay? I know what's right and what's wrong and what's real and what's fake, okay?
I kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Liberty. That's Liberty. Enter it now.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers. This is...
The same 3 songs over and over, hang out, and have some fun in the world's most viral newsroom. It's so good to see you. So good to see you folks in chat. Good to see the folks on TNJ chat and YouTube and Twitch, lots of misinformation floating around in chat. So duck and dive and be careful about that.
What are they saying?
I saw somebody posting trying to say that there's like they're bombing the Ocala National Forest or something, which I don't know why you would want to put that information out there. It's dangerous, first of all.
Yeah, it's really kind of irresponsible to say.
It is, and it's quite obviously it's just not true. We all know, but there's people that would just put anything out there and just double, triple, quadruple down on this stuff. So I hate that that's out there, but sometimes it happens from time to time. When people whisper things like this in chat, I'm requiring other people's in chat to step up and tell them enough's enough. We don't want to hear about this. All right, we don't want this fake news. Just shout out fake news to them. Celine, how long have we been doing this bit for? Just out of curiosity, how long have we?
How long has the show been on?
We are like 14 years into this bit, and it still works every single time.
I used to hate it. I used to hate the bit. I'm fine with it now. But it used to, get people all riled up, and they would call
the phones every time.
They would call the phone line and then tell me that we were wrong. And now that I don't even answer the phone anymore, I don't care.
I don't know if it triggers anybody as hard as it used to, but God, man, people will be, Sean doesn't know what he's talking about, man. The carpetbagger news junkie doesn't know. You got to educate yourself. There it is right there. Been doing that for over a decade, folks. That the dumbest bit in all of radio. Dumbest bit in all of radio about the Ocala National Forest, where they do bomb testing, and then every time we go, this is ridiculous. Do not believe that people are telling the truth when they say this. This is obviously fake. And then people are like, it's real, and they get so mad. They get so unbelievably mad. We've been pretending that story is fake for over a decade, and it still works every single time.
Yeah, there's some people in the texting service right now.
So dumb.
Talking about the
some sort of
Pine Castle bombing range.
Literally. Sometimes I have to spell it out because people won't understand what's going on. I get it. I know. I've seen this story for a million years, but the troll works every time. If you just pretend that particular story is not real, that there are no bombs dropping, test bombs on the Ocala National Forest in the state of Florida, and then you act just completely outraged that anybody would suggest this. Now that you're on board, all right, everybody listening who's on board, next time somebody brings it up in like 3 weeks, I'll do the same thing, and 1,000% everybody will get mad once again. They will get so pissed off, and we'll do it all over again now.
You'll do it in 3 weeks. Just one last hurrah for the bombing in Ocala bit.
Out, yeah. Big thanks to Cosidius with the 2 gifted subscriptions to Secret Shows. Thank you, Cosidius. They already grabbed those real quick, but maybe there's more coming in. Hit that gift icon on the newsjunkie.com. Let's do the Power Hour.
Let's go.
They said it couldn't be done. Then they said, it's time for the Power Hour on the News Junkie.
I like that one. It was nice.
Like the earthquake hour.
Yeah. C-Lane said, what does an earthquake sound like? That's it. That is literally the sound of an earthquake. Or
bombing in the
office.
National Forest.
Or you're off. I got to get to jury duty in a second here. But I did see a story today. This is a true story. Celine, you got to bring this up for me because I've not actually heard it yet. But there's a bunch of stories today about people listening to 432 hertz music. Like, here's an example. While your coworker might be listening to music tuned to 432 hertz. This is a story from ABC News I'm looking at. And it says music recorded in 432 hertz is taking off on social media platforms and music streaming services. Yoselin Sanchez has been in chronic pain since she was born with cervical scoliosis. While little eases the discomfort, she's found ways to distract herself from hurting. She practices yoga, she performs free flow dance, and while she works, she frequently listens to house music tuned to 432 hertz, a frequency lower than a typical concert pitch. Music is medicine. Sound is medicine, she says. It's not. It helps me focus and be engaged with the patient I'm assisting. It helps me relax. 432 hertz. There's articles like Ziggy Marley and other people that are. Can we hear it? Is it just like a tone, or is it like any song could be at it?
Here's the thing. It's like I think they're having a tough time explaining this, and it's sounding like I am too. But I'll get to the point. Mm-hmm. When you tune an instrument, like last time you were at any sort of orchestral concert or some sort of Broadway performance, theater performance, before the show, somebody, usually the lead violinist or somebody, will quiet down the orchestra and they will play a note. They will play the note of A, and that A is tuned to 440 hertz. And that's what, and so everybody, they play the A, and then everybody tunes to that A so that they're all playing, so they're all in tune with each other.
And then everybody's in tune. Okay.
And music recorded at 432 hertz just means you tune your A a little bit lower. You tune it to 432 instead of 440, and magic happens because it's one with the universe now.
But it's supposed to make you like kind of feel better or something? 432 hertz.
I guess.
You don't seem like a believer.
Proponents claim this lower frequency is more aligned with the natural resonance of the universe, offering deeper relaxation, stress relief, and enhanced emotional hearing.
Let's try it. Let's see if it works. Ready? This is it. 432 hertz in your eardrums. Coming out right now. I feel nothing. Do you feel anything?
Still hungover a little bit.
This is not helping?
Not yet.
So you could just take a song and you just like kind of tune it up a little bit?
I think it's down. 432.
So down?
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell the difference? This is, all right. This is crazy. I can't believe they have this forever. They have every song you could think of. This is a playlist. 432 hertz, Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, Lauryn Hill, Tell Him, Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb, Pearl Jam, Release, Steve Miller Band, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue, and all of them, you just click them, and it sounds the same.
Oh, wait, stop that. Hang on. That one, I can actually hear it a little bit. Scar Tissue. Play that again real quick.
All right, here's the 432 hertz version of it. Okay.
Right, and this is the 440. Nope, can't hear a damn thing.
No. Sounds almost exactly the same. But you're listening to the playlist, and you go, all right, now here we go. Let's do this thing. It's time to get my day on. A little Tupac changing. What is happening there? That sounded like too much piano at the beginning of this. And it's in 432 hertz. Still I see no changes.
Oh, this is
some different version?
I think they did a different version where they use like more of the original track.
Yeah.
It's the hertz because this is the changes I have.
Yeah. And this is helping you right now, somehow, some way. They said if you hear that playing in your office, your coworker might be listening to music tuned to 432 hertz. It's the new thing. It's the new big thing, everybody. So get into it while we get into this. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
All right, now let's do jury duty in 432 hertz.
Sounds exactly the same.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
Oh, I feel better after that one, though. The 432 hertz version was so much more relaxing to me. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, reach out to Mo DeWitt. He's going to help you and get you on the path to get one of those big, giant checks. Your case might deserve it. Find out. 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Here we go. Let me bring up the prison records for this girl. One problem is I think she could not be more thrilled about this, because Mackenzie Shirilla She is going mega viral. Her docuseries about her killing her friends in this car crash is exploding on social media. They're playing jailhouse phone calls with her, talking about how people are flirting with her. And now these really salacious, steamy jailhouse, they're like the cases that she's had behind bars, conduct reports. There's been 36 of them total. And in 32, she's pled guilty. Here's Channel 3.
Almost 3 years into her 15 years to life prison sentence, Mackenzie Sharilla's time behind bars has been far from quiet. Newly obtained
She's a
prison
bad
records
girl.
paint a picture of repeated rule violations and trouble with authority.
Oh, I'm so shocked that the young girl whose behavior was excused at every opportunity by her parents is still acting exactly the same way. Oh, my God. It's almost as if you look at these street takeovers, you'll see parents who do the exact same thing. They're either not present in their kids' lives, or they don't care about them, or they excuse everything bad that they do. And you end up with kids like this. Don't be surprised by the outcome.
Hunter Bertram joins us now with a closer look at what they reveal about Sharilla's life behind bars. Hunter, good evening.
Hunter.
See ya. Good evening. Mackenzie Sharilla, who was convicted of killing Dominic Russo and Davian Flanagan in a violent 2022 Strongsville crash, could be eligible for parole as early as 2037. But when that day comes, the parole board won't just look at the crash. It will also look at the choices Sharilla has made behind bars.
All right, so she's gotten in trouble. They show the actual documents. Let me bring this up, because they have, here's the PDF of all the times that she's gotten in trouble. Give me just a second, Celine. Hang on. I got to do a little this and a little this.
Answer your security questions.
I know. It's so brutal. It's what the stuff that they make you do. I'll just do this. I have a workaround. All right, here's the reports, the conduct reports for this Mackenzie Scarilla lady. And there are a lot of them, 36 or so, as I said. Some of them are kind of simple. On the above date, an approximate time of 11:30 or 11:40 p.m., inmate Sharilla was seen in the second floor day room talking on her tablet. This is the second incident that has occurred while the inmate has been found in the day room after rec has been closed. Inmate Sharilla is being charged with 5.6 being out of place. So, like, in that case, she wasn't supposed to do this. She did it anyways. And she said, inmate statement, I just didn't know. I wasn't aware, she admitted, and was found guilty, as she was in 32 of these 36 cases against her. Here's another one. On the above date, I found that Officer Bryce was conducting random bed searches. During a search on inmate Sharilla, which is this Mackenzie Sharilla lady, I found 2 pairs of altered state pants, a fan with the name and number blank crossed out, and Sharilla written on the same side, and 4 nudie magazine pictures.
Nudie magazine day?
I guess so. For this, I'll be charging her with a 12.3 possession of another IP property and a 12.7 possession of contraband. And that's just kind of an example of what was going on here. But some of them are a little more steamy and a little more salacious than these. A lot of them were like her with her shirts unbuttoned and her bra hanging out over and over again. She is always taking her inmate outfits and she's altering them in ways that you're not allowed. Again, this is the woman who drove her car into the wall and has just been in trouble apparently time and time and time again behind bars. And then one of them was about her in a webcam meeting that she had done. That was maybe the more salacious of all of these. Oh, she had some pills on one. A random bed search was conducted on Mackenzie, and they found a packet of unknown medication with the name of an individual on it. She said she was using the meds and they weren't hers, and she had a personal photo of herself containing drug use. For this reason, she was charged with 10.6, possession of contraband, blah, blah, blah. Now I got to get to the one where it was her on the camera, because somebody came in for a visit and she started, she was messing around with the video visits a lot. Like Mackenzie Scarilla would have somebody on the list for video visits, and then she would be meeting with somebody else who wasn't the person. You can't do that. You have to meet with the person who's approved in the visits. Here's another one. I approached Sharilla when she was in Case Manager Jones' office to take her to the restroom to see if she was properly dressed. Sharilla was previously in Mr. Ream's office, and he had asked for her hoodie as it was altered and considered contraband. They said that she couldn't have it because she wasn't dressed properly under her hoodie. When I told her I was taking her into the restroom to make sure she was dressed properly so I could take her hoodie, she said, if he got a boner from the way I'm dressed, that's his fault. As she got to the door of Miss Jones' office, she told Miss Jones to come with us to the restroom because she didn't feel comfortable. Again, lots of like interactions like this, lots of her always getting into it with somebody. And then the big one, which I'm coming to here, which is the one where she got nude during a video meeting or hearing with somebody else. Like she had a visitor, and it says, on the above date and time, I was reviewing the video visits. I noticed that Mackenzie Sharilla was not with the person she was supposed to be with. I noticed at 21:08, the visitor shows a sex toy, this says. And it says, then at 22:53, the visitor showed her breasts. Then on the visit, the visitor showed her breasts with a sex toy sticking out of her pants twice. Then the visitor set up the phone and walked into the frame completely undressed. There were a total of 7 video visits that had taken place between Mackenzie Sharilla and this person. So she was constantly exposing herself and having like sexual video visits with people, women and men, it seems, and all of these different times and things that she got cited for.
Dude,
behind
if
bars.
she leaked nudes from prison, that would be kind of impressive.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much, I don't think. It goes on and on and on. She's done this over and over. She's been in charge been in trouble 36 different times, was found guilty in 32 cases, not guilty in 3, and in 1, they did not list guilt or not. In all of them, she was like, it wasn't me, or I didn't do it, or I'm allowed to do whatever I want. You know, it's like, just like you would expect out of this spoiled, rotten person who has never taken any bit of she's never taken a responsibility for the things that she's done, including killing her friends, it would seem. And if you haven't seen that docuseries, you probably will at some point. It's been pretty popular on Netflix.
It's just one, right?
Yeah, it's well, you're right. It is just one, isn't it? It's just one long one, right?
Yeah.
It's a documentary.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I could see how a different production company would have easily tried to stretch that into 3 or 4 episodes, but I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, me too. I don't like when they do that. They bring it on too long and too far. But she's in The Crash on Netflix, if you haven't seen it. Tanya says, y'all are pervs. I didn't see what chat was saying. Are they doing the I can fix her thing? Yeah. Does she have an OnlyFans from prison? All of it. She's going to have to deal with this when it comes time for her to possibly be considered for release. She's going to get in trouble for this. Quick break. When we come back, boy, do we have a lot to get to still as the Power Hour rolls on. An update on the hookers in Hopetown. More information found that makes the husband look like he was up to something. What's going down? You're going to find out, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome behind the scenes. Power Hour rolls on. Hold on one sec. Gotta get all set for today, I learned.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase. If you want to buy or sell your home quickly,
Excuse me.
download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com. It happens only once a year in Las Vegas.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is back. One stage, 2 nights.
featuring the biggest names in music.
All right, just gotta grab one song.
Always full of surprises. Hear it live on iHeartRadio and streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Listen for the reveal of our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tomorrow morning at 8.
Make sure it's the clean version.
Stand by.
Score big with Uncle Sam's big ass high hands. Plus table games. Guests can win $1,000 every 20 minutes. July 3rd through the 6th. The grandest finale is at Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker.
When was the last time solar was this affordable? Try like back before 2020. Solar Source is turning back the clock with the Solar Price Rewind event. Your chance to lock
Big thanks to Ryan Annie with the 7 gifted subscriptions. Ryan, thank you for the big support from Ryan Annie with 7 gifted subs, baby. Secret Show subscriptions available for you. Claim yours now on thenewsjunkie.com. We write down Ryan Annie so I can thank you on air. Times 7. All right, how are we doing, everybody? TNJ chat, you staying in it? YouTube, Twitch, you doing well? Ryan's the man? Yeah, he is. That's the kind of support we need around here. Damn, it was 7. I hit the wrong button. Hey, it's here now. Thank you, Ryan. The path forward is it's going to be an interesting one. But as I said, I'll say it a million times moving forward. Your Secret Show subscriptions and your gifts are what are going to provide independence to this show. That is the way that we get freedom from the corporations and we can make our path to being fully independent after the what we'll call the big move. All right? I think she was just lying and slammed the gas. Yeah, she never even hit the brake as far as I'm aware. He said he can go to another company if they don't give him what he wants. That's true. I can. And trust me, I would get the offer. So then July 4th is shaping up to be a new kind of Independence Day? True. True. Sean is signing a 6-year extension? Not true. No, I personally, where I'm at in my career, the idea of signing a 5-year deal, which probably has a kicker in it, so you mean 6 years, because they have an extension year usually. So signing a 6-year deal, you're not getting any more money for 6 years. You're not getting anything out of the company for 6 years. That's crazy to me. 2 minutes. Proud of you, Sean, breaking the generational trauma. Somebody's got to do it, baby. Somebody's got to do it. Fun show today so far, everybody. Fun show. Damn, all 7 of those are gone just like that. Fun Monday, yeah. All right, we're coming back right now. It's about time. Power Hour rolls on. Hookers in Hopetown update in just a moment.
Atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Yacht Rock Radio on iHeartRadio drops anchor and goes commercial-free every weekend. Weekends were made for smooth sailing.
All the way.
Yacht Rock Radio's got the soundtrack. Just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. The smoothest soft rock from the 70s and 80s. Open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and set sail.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Liberty. That's Liberty. Enter it now.
Radio. Radio. 104.1.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
It's free. You can get the News Junkie app and become part of the community. Send dispatches, see what's going on with other people's dispatches, and enjoy secret shows if you're so lucky. Over at thenewsjunkie.com, you'll see the Android and iPhone links for the News Junkie app. All right, we got a lot to get to as we roll along in the Power Hour. Somebody says, David, in fact, on YouTube, what are the suit salaries? Oh, God. Man, that's the place to be, man. I'll tell you. I went to New York to interview a long time ago, 15 years ago or something, maybe 16 years ago for a job at iHeart to be on in New York City. And at the time, a guy named Evan was running all of the digital side of the company. And nobody knew who this guy was, really. He is the person who had the idea, and it was a good one, to rename the company from, first they were naming the app iHeartRadio. And then the iHeartRadio thing worked out as an app so well that they decided to name the whole company after the app rebrand. Because Clear Channel had a lot of baggage with it, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people think Clear Channel, and they always think like a bunch of dumb things like the 9/11 Do Not playlist, which is, if you know anything about the company, is this really stupid thing for anybody to ever bring up. Like, remember Clear Channel banned songs after 9/11? It's like, oh, my God. Anyways, I don't need to get lost in that. But the point being, I went to this guy's office in New York City, and he was just running the digital side of the company at that point. And Evan's office had like 4 rooms and had a huge...
Like a judge's chamber.
Oh, God, yeah, like a judge's chamber, like a federal judge's chamber, right? Like a member of the Supreme Court's chambers, you know what I mean? And... he had a floor-to-ceiling window of a view of like the Manhattan skyline in his office, like the stuff you see out of movies. And he had like 3 or 4 assistants. And I'm like, this isn't even the CEO. This guy's a suit, but he's just like the digital side of the suit. I think at that time that guy was just, I mean, they all have like private jets that they have access to. I mean, they're just rolling in money. They're in money so far above me that, you know, I may not even get to see that at any point in my career. But that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm looking for freedom and independence and to be able to do whatever we want around here more so than anything else.
And private jets. I want a private jet. Come on.
Just a little bit of private jet.
1 round trip ride on the private jet a year.
Yeah, why not? Also, Ryan Annie with the 7 gifted subs. The subscriptions to secret shows available for you over at thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you to Ryan with the 7 gifted subscriptions to secret shows. Learn more over on the website. I made it easier than ever to sign up for an account, which is free. Takes like 2 seconds. If you have an account, then the next time there's a gifted sub, you can gobble one up. And also, I made it easy to subscribe to secret shows. I redid the whole sign-up process to make it as easy as possible over the weekend. But let's talk about yours, Sealand. You went to West Palm Beach.
I did.
How did things go? What went down in West Palm for your visit there?
It was good. I took the Bright Line down. It was my first time riding that train. Super fun experience, I thought. We splurged.
How's the internet on the train?
It's not bad. There were a couple points where, like, I had the show on for a little bit until I got bored. And, but it would drop out every now and then or something. I was a little delayed, I felt like, when I was trying to screw with the screen behind Josh. So, you know.
I can't have those delays. What are you talking about?
But no, the internet was good. I could get some stuff done. I had like company required training that I had to do, so I knocked some of that out on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just went down to West Palm, couple Dave Matthews Band shows. Stayed downtown. Walked around the farmers market Saturday.
Ran into some listeners while you're down there. I see.
I did. Yeah, I ran into some listeners. Usually more people stop me in West Palm, but I think like they go, "Hey, is that C-Lane? I don't know if that's C-Lane. Let me check the website." And then they go to thenewsjunkie.com, and my picture's not on there anymore. So they're like, I don't want to bother him.
In reality, what we're looking for is a ghost.
No, I ran into some listeners down there, ran into some real cool people, and then just kind of hung out. It was like it was the first time I had ever Ubered to and from that venue, the one that's had 16 different names. It's now the I Think Financial Amphitheater.
Yeah,
and the Ubering there part is pretty painless.
Yeah.
That whole idea is good. Uber needs like a plan for the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
They need some sort of like I think they could use this at airports too, but I think for something like a concert venue where they have a ride share loop like this and everybody's trying to get, Ubers at this time. There was a lot of people, Ubering both nights leaving this place.
But so even though people know that that's a good area to pick up people and make a bunch of money, there still wasn't enough of them. So it was like too slow.
Oh, there was enough of them. The problem is like, they have this crowd of people that is just waiting for their Uber, and yours might be way down the line somewhere, and now you're just waiting around. It would be a better situation would be to make some sort of temporary first come first serve where there's just a bunch of Ubers here. And you're like, okay, you get the next one. You get the next one. And like bump your phones together to activate. Yeah, bump your phones together to activate the damn ride, and that's how you know who to charge for where and what. But the guy that picked us up Saturday night, I could tell. I don't think he had picked up from the concert venue before because he kept asking where we were. Where are you? Like, we're here. You're going through a loop at a concert venue. I mean, this seems pretty obvious. And then he wanted us to walk towards the car, and the cops were like, "No, everybody stay behind the gate until your Uber is here, like right here, like here, not down the line here."
Because they don't want people wandering through vehicles. That makes sense. I think,
And so my Uber driver got yelled at by the cops, and it was like, "That's against the rules. And if you do that, I don't even know if they could enforce this. If you do this again, you're never allowed back here. You're never allowed back here to pick up Uber rides."
That's how it works. Yeah.
But it was cool. We had brunch at E.R. Bradley's. It was delicious.
Oh, okay.
I love that place.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I haven't been there in so long.
And
but
I also, I know we have one of these in Orlando, but I've never used it just because of the hours. Like I don't think it's running, when I would be using it. They have that Circuit app, which is it's sort of like a ride share, but they own a bunch of vehicles. They're all electric. And they have some routes that they take, or you can ask for a specific ride, and it's really cheap, like $2, but sometimes you have to pick up other people.
That's really cheap compared to an Uber from a concert.
So well, no, we didn't do this from a concert. This only operates downtown. So downtown West Palm Beach area. We took the Circuit thing, and we had just walked the farmers market. And we were headed back towards actually towards where the train station was. And so this guy picks us up, and then we have to pick up somebody else. So we picked up somebody else from the place we just ate at, and he looked kind of like he had a little Kid Rock vibe to him. I almost took a picture.
Might have been. Could have been Kid Rock.
It was definitely not Kid Rock. Kid Rock ain't taking the $2 Circuit from bar to bar.
Well, next time you're there, you'll be able to show them thenewsjunkie.com, and you'll be like, see, here it is. Here, because I'm working on the photo that includes at least your arm or
cool.
Yeah, some bit of you. What I think is maybe your arm on my shoulder, and then people will be like, well, there must be somebody that's attached to that. That's coming soon.
We used to take pictures like that.
Yeah. Well, I could go on for a while.
There's a lot
about
of contributing factors. But it was the first time in a while, like going to the concert like that and not having to plan on driving home. So, yeah, I took it.
That's nice. Then you could just flip it wide open. Somebody sends an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Ash says, you were wrong earlier. Uh-oh, Ash. Ash says, they do, in fact, bomb at the Ocala National Forest. There's something called the Pine Castle Range Complex. And then he sends a bunch of links.
Fake news.
Yeah, Ash, this is a thing that people do out there. And I think that most of these websites that talk about this range and the bombing in the Ocala National Forest, I think it's part of some sort of hoax. They're trying to convince you that people drop bombs in the Ocala National Forest, but they don't actually do that because that's insane and ridiculous to drop bombs in a national forest. So I know that people talk about that a lot, but it's not actually true. I appreciate the email, though. Ash to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you for that.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, I know. The Hookers in Hopetown update. Here's what we have. A former federal prosecutor who wrote a book on no-body murder cases. And it's no dash body, not like nobody murder. No body, cases with no body, and that are, I just feel like I'm saying nobody. They've said a key question in the search for the missing American
kind of insulting
woman.
To the dead person. Like, it's total nobody
It's a
got
nobody
murdered.
murder. They said the key question in the search for the missing American woman, Lynette Hooker from the Hookers in Hopetown story, is why her husband's sailboat stopped transmitting location data on the night she disappeared. Brian and Lynette Hooker left the shore at Hopetown in the Bahamas around 7:30. Brian Hooker paddled to shore and arrived in Marsh Harbor at about 4 a.m. They were headed back to their sailboat, the Soulmate, and they said the automatic identification system, or the AIS, on the Soulmate did not broadcast any positions after 9:29 p.m. It did not resume until 8:40 a.m. the following morning, a blackout of more than 11 hours. So it looks like maybe somebody might have turned off that signal. All right, quick break. When we come back, here's what we're doing, everybody. We're doing the final dispatches.
All right.
The stories that didn't make the cut.
Maybe.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
And it was pretty common, I guess, to walk into a Y and see dudes naked.
You're tying your shoes, and other guys are walking around having conversations, and you're at a level, if they're standing and you're
wink,
sitting.
Wink, dong to the dome.
That's a Kid Rock song, right? Dong to the dome.
Dong to the dome, to dome, to dome, dong to the dome.
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And across Florida today, we're going to have some storm chances, as you might expect, this afternoon, especially from Orlando points north. But south of Orlando, storm chances will be lower. We're going to top out close to 90 degrees. The chance for rain at 60%. Tomorrow, a slightly higher chance for rain at 70%. But late week, we may dry things out just a little bit with some slightly lower humidity. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Folks, if you're a homeowner, first of all, congratulations to you. I am proud of you, and now it's time to try to make your house better and worth more than it was when you paid for it. And one of the things you get worried about is your air conditioner. But homeowners need to amass a list of all the places that they can trust. Somebody who you can trust to help you out with your electrical issues, somebody who you can trust to help you out with your car, a mechanic, and then somebody to help you out with your air conditioning that's not going to take advantage of you. Search no further. Mills Air. Leon Mills is the guy behind this company that's family owned and operated, locally owned and operated. They are going to make sure you are treated well. I think you deserve that. Leon Mills thinks you deserve that, and that's why the company runs this way. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. They can get you huge rebates. But if you have any air conditioner issues, Mills Air, that's who you call. Mills Air is at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Summer's back, and so...
Hello, Rockabye. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's time to rate the show. It is time to rate the show, and rating is in your hands. 10 out of 10, it goes in the Hall of Fame. Right here. No notes needed. It was a great show. You loved it. You had a good time. 1 out of 10, it goes in the Hall of Shame. For every single time you had fun today, hit that like button over on YouTube just one time. That is greatly appreciated. And in some small way, that's how you can help the channel out. That's how you can help the show out. It doesn't take anything but just a moment of your time. So please, YouTubers, take a moment and hit that like button each and every day on the stream. Thank you for that. 10 out of 10 bombs on a plane. 8 bolides out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 loved grandmas. 10 out of 10 fake bombings in Ocala Forest. True. 10 out of 10 cleaning robots. 9 out of 10 Miss Vanderbeek dates. God almighty. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. 9 out of 10 Twitch streamers banned from the UK. Fake news. Fake news. All right, I got to go get to Taylor and I'll be right back. Hey, Lady Dot. Hey, Lady Dow. 10 out of 10 bombing range rants. 10 out of 10 mythical bombing ranges. People are so locked into that fake news story. It's just kind of sad to see so many misinformed individuals. Our chatters of the day are everybody, including Craig K, Janine. Hang on, stand by. Stand by. I don't want to miss anybody. Craig K, Ryan, Annie, Janine, Missy, Artemis223, Lovely Lolita, and Cosidius. All of our gifters for today. You stand above the rest. Thank you so much. The support is much appreciated. Again, if there's, anything that you could do that doesn't even cost any money, it's hitting that like button. It's watching the videos that I put on the channel, on YouTube and elsewhere, giving it a like, giving it a comment, supporting, watching through the video, all that helps. There was so much to get to on the show today. We're going to have to kick some of it to tomorrow. Anything time sensitive, well, we'll toss to the side. But there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up all week long on the show. So hang with us. All right, God bless everybody. Stay gold.
Start an order at easycater.com.
Treat your dad to luxury this Father's Day with a gift from Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys. Hey, it's C-Lane, and you've heard me talk about this place for a while now. Hammer & Nails is the first barber spa with certified artists for a premium haircut, the perfect beard trim, along with luxury options like mani-pedis made just for guys. I love Hammer & Nails. It's an amazing upscale grooming experience, and it makes an outstanding gift. So treat your dad this Father's Day. Download the Hammer & Nails app and make an appointment at one of their 4 Central Florida locations today.
48 countries.
Only one winner.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Every unforgettable moment wherever you are. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world will be listening.
Whether you're new to nursing or looking to advance your degree, Rasmussen University offers a range of programs to help you answer the call for nurses. Because when you're ready to care for others, we're ready to help you get there. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. We got a busy week, folks. Don't miss out on any of the drama, the fun, and all things viral this week on the show. All right, let's see what we got on the way out. We don't have a lot of time. I didn't crown a winner for our Rate My Blank. Let me see if there's anything that stands out. All these beautiful home screens. You know what? This person is going to be our winner solely because they sent in 2. And you have a very nice, like, tropical home screen on your phone.
Okay.
You know, it's not really like you haven't combined things by color and you don't have folders. Some of those things are a little off. But you did. She sent in one, and then she sent in a second one. She goes, I moved the News Junkie app to the home screen.
Wow.
And that's going to win it for you. That is going to win it for you.
That is exactly the ego boost that Sean needed to win this particular competition.
You bet your butt, Ashbomb. Ashbomb87. You are our winner today. We'll have another one with Rate My Blank on Monday.
I'm assuming the person who submitted the one with the boobs texted in and said, those are my wife's boobs, haha. And I was like, it would actually be kind of funny if the person texting in was not the one who submitted the picture. You're like, I also choose that guy's wife's boobs.
On another person's phone? Yeah. All right, I've got a lot of these dispatches that I'll go through after the show. I'll take a look for sure. You can look at them yourselves over on thenewsjunkie.com or in the app. That's going to have to do it for today. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, June 1st, 2026. Today I learned this band right here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Blues Brothers.
That's right, the Blues Brothers. When they were releasing their movie in 1980, executives who controlled over half the theaters in the country refused to book the film. They said, we're not going to have this in our theaters. It's encouraging bad behavior. There's various things they didn't like about it. The film still became the 10th highest grossing domestic film of 1980, regardless.
Didn't they have a cocaine budget, like on the P&L for this film?
Yeah, they did. They had a cocaine budget for that movie. Spent a lot on it, from what I can tell. And finally, let's move over to the last one. Today I learned at all the right hurts. This guy right here.
Tupac.
Tupac is correct. Tupac Amura Shakur was not named that right away. The first few days of his life, his official registered name was Leeson Parish Crooks. But his family said, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And they went back and changed his name after a couple of days to be Tupac Shakur, which, well, stuck. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time, everybody.